Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Do you know what today is?
Today is Wednesday. Wednesday?
Anything else today?
Yeah.
It's National Jukebox Day.
Here's a quarter. Go play a song on the jukebox.
What about tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
You seem to know a lot about everything.
Well, what about Friday?
Everyone knows it's Black Friday.
Black Friday.
So, shall we get started then?
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on Thanksgiving Eve. And yes, we are live, helping you get your turkey ready, you turkeys. Hope you guys are getting ready and having a good time and getting ready for the holiday. Spend it with some friends and family, which is the most important thing. You got a chance at 11:45 for a big giveaway, but you're going to have to goose and make some moons about like a turkey. Don't forget that at 11:45. We got a lot coming at Greek's Gridiron in studio today, 1:35. Your chance to go to Vegas, baby. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning. I have my goose and my moans all ready. You're welcome, kids.
Starting off strong.
You're
I like
welcome.
it.
Good morning, Miss Francis.
Oh, hello. Hi, good morning.
What is up?
Thank you. Thank you. A show can't start unless I hear a growl. Thank you.
Nice. That's friendly to me. What is going on? 877-927-6969. Let us know what's on tap for Thanksgiving. And do you want something else besides turkey? And if you say that, the people look at you weird. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. You could also email Jimmy at Real Radio 47142. No, that's wrong. Jimmy at realradio921.com. That's right. That's what it's all about. How are you guys today on a Wednesday before the big luau?
The big luau, huh? Are we Hawaiian style? Wow, this is very confusing for 3 minutes of the show. Everything's good.
It's normal.
Yep. No, things are good. Just prepping for the big day tomorrow. I have an event tonight.
Oh, cool. Where?
I got another one this weekend at Throw Social in Delray Beach.
Oh, that's a very nice place.
It's super cool. So I got to go there on my Jamaica trip.
I've been there a few times.
Fake Jamaica. And we had a fantastic time. It's cool. They have ping pong, they have axe throwing, they have cornhole, they have a stage where they do live music. It's just a super cool spot.
Yeah, it is.
Have you ever done the axe throwing?
I haven't. I'm afraid it's just going to bounce back and something terrible is going to happen.
No offense. I doubt you've done it, but have you, Greg? I mean, just out of curiosity,
No.
Maybe you've tried it?
No, I've watched it. I've seen friends do it. The place that she's referring to, I've been there for 3 or 4 times for parties.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had his birthday party there.
I'm down to try it. I
hear it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I will try it.
The only place I've ever been to that had or buy it was super expensive. I'm like, man, I'm just not paying that much to throw an axe. I could do that at home.
How much?
Yeah.
It was a place up in Fort Pierce, and it was super expensive.
What are we talking?
Really?
How much do you think? Because I'm curious because I've never looked at pricing. I would assume it was probably like $25 a person or something.
I just recall that it was quite pricey, and we just decided to pass on it.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact price.
Yeah.
It was quite a while ago. It was I want to say about 2 years ago. Yeah, it was right around this time. Yeah, because it was the holidays. We went up for the holidays to see the
Okay.
lights up in Fort Pierce.
So what time's your event tonight?
I am there at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8. And it's actually, of course, we're all related, iHeart, but I'm there with the Gator and Neutral, which is a hard seltzer vodka.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, we'll be doing that. It's going to
So you're going to be hammered.
I'm going to be. Well, after, because, I'm working.
I'm going to be there at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm going to be there.
Working. So, no, we're going to be having a good time. And we're going to have Tortuga passes. I know
cool.
that Neutral's providing that they're going to be doing a giveaway for a spring break cruise. So, it's going to be a party. And, of course, it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what they call it? They call it Drinksgiving. Today is coined as Drinksgiving.
The turkeys drink today?
Yes, the turkeys are getting wasted because they're like, it's my last day.
I'm still hammered from last night. That case of beer that Greek gave us. Thanks again, Greek.
You drank the whole case of beer?
No, I left 6 here so that I
Just
could
in
get a
case?
buzz on after work today
Perfect.
and go home and get
Perfect.
ready for Drinksgiving.
Yes, Drinksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Oh, my God.
Yes.
I knocked off about 4 or 5 on the way home last night.
Is that a big D on your shirt?
No.
It's a pocket.
Oh, it's a pocket.
It's a pocket.
It looks like a
yes.
D. It's like, she's got the D on him.
Lower. Lower.
Lower? Wow.
So Randy's event tonight. Don't
Yes.
forget. 6 o'clock.
Way to derail.
Yes. It'll be fun. I'm excited. It's a good time. That
yeah.
Go Social place is super cool. I normally don't go out on Drinksgiving. I used to, and I kind of like to stay away. But most of the time, it's because I'm preparing for the for the next day.
But tonight you're working.
But my husband was very nice, and because even after this, I have to do some work with the other station, and then I'm probably going straight home to change, going straight to Delray. So my husband was very nice, and he got my full list from the grocery store because I knew it was going to be a zoo when I got out of here, and I got out of here close to 6 o'clock yesterday. So I knew it was going to be pretty damn hectic, and I am very proud of him. Only 2 or 3 times, and I made sure, like I said, what aisle things were in.
Oh, that's great.
I even gave descriptions for some things he may not have gotten, right?
Yeah.
Like I left full descriptions, and it's nice because with that Publix app, they tell you where things are. So I would take screenshots.
Really?
I took screenshots. And the only thing he got confused, I needed allspice, and then he was like, "What the hell is allspice?" And he was like, "He sent me a picture of adobo, which is like a Latin seasoning, but it's salty." And a couple things, but other than that, he nailed it.
It's good.
Nailed it. So I don't have to go to Publix, which is fantastic.
Great job there, buddy, if you're listening.
Yes.
Wow, that's good. Shopping was a pleasure for him.
It was. He had a great time. He did say it was a madhouse.
Of course.
Oh,
He
I
said it
imagine.
was
Yeah,
nuts. Yeah. Yep. Everybody. I'm sure
wonder-
today is going to be too.
I was going to say, how bad is it going to be today?
Yeah.
It was that bad yesterday.
Thursday.
Not looking forward to
Are they open?
Joseph's is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about Publix.
I gotta check it
think
out. I don't know.
Publix is probably closed.
Yeah, they are closed.
Okay.
They are known to be closed
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
And Christmas too, right?
Yeah.
I know Joseph's is open. I think there are 4 locations, 8 to 2. But go to their website to double check. Because I know people are picking up their turkeys and everything like that. We're with you guys today. Yes, we are live. I know a lot of people already started their vacation. The roads were a little thin today. But we're going to be with you till 2 o'clock. Anything you got on the table that you want to talk about, we'd love to hear about it. We got a couple questions for the audience. We'd like you guys to get involved and bring up anything you want. And I wanted to ask Franny, do you think it is as big as it once was going out Christmas?
Yeah.
It used to be huge.
And it still is. I mean, we're maybe just in a different time of our lives where, like I said, I used to go out. A lot of time I was bartending.
Yeah.
And it was always a madhouse. But, I mean, think about it. Most people aren't working tomorrow. I know there's some who are. And a lot of people have family in town and they like to entertain. And so really all you have to do tomorrow, besides the person who's hosting or entertaining, is just eat and hang out and relax and watch football and just kind of be, fat and happy tomorrow.
Fat and happy.
It's nice to be a little hungover. So I do think a lot of people still go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good holiday, don't bet tomorrow. How about that? Don't let
3 games. I don't know. That's going to be hard.
Yeah, don't let anything ruin your mood. If you win the first game, you'll be in good shape. Jimmy's Buffalo Bills are playing tomorrow against the Detroit Lions.
Is that the first game?
Yes.
That's
I
the
think
first game,
so.
right?
Yeah, that's 1 o'clock.
Okay. I think, was it 1? All right. I saw something about 12:30. And maybe
It might be.
12:30, right?
12:30.
Then
Yeah.
you got the Cowboys and Giants,
Yeah.
and then at night you got the Patriots and Vikings.
So one time they kind of split. They start splitting it apart, with the holidays because they want to make sure all the games you can watch all 3 games, versus a Sunday where it's 1-4. But they have that extra time in between, and just in case that there's overtime, you don't want the games to overlap.
Yeah, and they just started a few years ago going to a 3-game schedule.
Yeah.
It was only
This is only the second or third year that they've done that.
because people used to bitch. That's why they used to get so many complaints. Like people watching football all the time.
That goes back to the day of no football on Christmas and blah, blah, blah. But,
well, the Dolphins were the ones who it happened with the Dolphins and the Chiefs years ago. A big game. I think it was a playoff game. It was on Christmas, and they went to like a quadruple overtime and went like 5 hours. So that's when the NFL stopped playing Christmas, and then after a while they said, "No, we can play Christmas."
Now it's like, well, screw you. We want to make money.
That's right.
So, and we're gonna make bootloads of it and billions of dollars, and we don't care anymore.
Sorry, we gotta pay for the turkey. That's it. Don't be a turkey. It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday. If you guys want to get involved, again, you know how you can do it. You can call us, text us, you can email us. You can also go to our website, go to Real TV, check out Jimmy, Francis, and myself in studio. Sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Don't forget tonight, DJ Laz in the house. What? It is Monroe's. Get over there tonight to you'll feel like a big bird, if you know what I mean. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twisted.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile is the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Right now, you may be running a little late.
or feeling stressed or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
It's easy to get wrapped up in the spirit of giving, but you might be giving away more than you want. During the holidays, more shopping online means more exposed personal information. But LifeLock by Norton has identity theft protection all wrapped up. And if you become a victim, they work to fix it with you. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can save up to 25% off your first year right now. 1-800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or lifelock.com, promo code BACK for 25% off.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing during the decline in the U.S. economy, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-375-1211. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and can't afford to pay them back, or you even have years of unfiled returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-375-1211 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, pension, savings, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 1-800-375-1211 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-375-1211.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire
your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Gobble, gobble, baby. That is the word of the day. Look it up twice. You'll see it. If you're a turkey, you're probably in. You probably made the cut, so you're in good shape. A guy who's always in good shape and does a great job. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis. How are you?
Hi, super. Good morning. And I saw Jimmy because I saw the same thing because G-Man said if you're a turkey, you're in good shape. It looks like that there was a turkey that was about to not be in good shape. But it says, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, he was running. At least one Chicago family might have to eat burgers this Thanksgiving with just 2 days before the holiday. A turkey had been spotted frantically running through a Chicago neighborhood.
Yep.
The latest sighting occurred on Tuesday when resident Connor Sweeney captured the fleeing fowl on video as it scurried through his backyard around 9 a.m. It's unclear where the turkey was running from or where he was going.
Getting the heck out of Dodge.
That's where you know you've really made it into journalism in 101 when you say it's unclear where the turkey was running from or to. As of early Tuesday morning, it remained at large, according to Chicago Police Department. Apparently, we've got the police on this, too. What's the most non-traditional dish you've ever eaten on Thanksgiving Day? That kind of opened up that sort of that questioning.
Yeah, well, because they're not going to be having turkey.
Because apparently they're not having turkey.
Yeah, that turkey's like, peace out,
So seriously,
bitches.
there was a video of like a backyard camera, and a turkey running through. So
He's just like, well,
they
at first
played it
he's kind of,
off.
I see him, he's kind of creeping, and then he was like, is anybody around? And then he kind of scurries a little bit faster.
Gotta go.
Yeah, but I don't, see, when I saw the video of him, I don't know if that turkey, because he didn't look like a big old turkey. He was a pretty thin turkey.
He was in good shape?
He was pretty thin, yeah. He looks
nobody
like,
wanted him.
No, he looks like he runs turkey trots, is what he looks like. So I don't know if.
He
if
did
that was the
turkey
case.
Pilates.
Oh, is that it?
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He looked like he was in good shape. But speaking of Thanksgiving, I'm curious what you think about this. And I have some things I may ask the turkey hotline if people are going to call in, because I have some questions. But this is a poll that was done, an online poll, and they found out the best time to start Thanksgiving dinner. Now, typically, my family has always done it around 2 or 3 o'clock. How about you guys?
Yeah, same time.
Three.
Around
Yeah.
three. Yep.
And I guess that's the sweet spot, right? I guess like when you think like 2 or 3, that's kind of lunchish time or dinner. But that 3 o'clock is the sweet spot. But they say specifically between 3 and 4:30 is what most Americans say is the appropriate time to start your Thanksgiving dinner. I know the place that I'm going to tomorrow, they're starting festivities a little bit earlier because football's on, so there's going to be appetizers and this and that before the main meal. So my girlfriend was like, show up at 12. And I'm like, God, that's early. I got a lot of cooking to do. Show up at noon. That's when we're going to start. I was
At 10
like,
a.m.
Jesus,
Now,
that's a full day.
Just so I know, and I didn't hear exactly
Yes.
how you started it. Is this what time Thanksgiving festivities should start,
Dinner.
or is this dinner?
The dinner
This is
itself.
Actual dinner will be
Yes.
served at.
Yes,
Right.
the actual
Okay.
dinner
That's what I
itself.
thought.
And they polled a lot of people, 40,000 Americans, and that's what they said. It was the right time to start. Do you agree with that? We were all kind of in the same boat. I said between 2 and 3. They're saying 3 and 4:30 is the sweet spot. But this is some questions. G-Man, can we get that turkey hotline real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Thank
All
you. I have
right,
some
here we
questions.
go.
I have some questions for him.
It's the Greek Turkey Hotline. Happy holidays. You buy them, we stuff them.
Oh, my God, is this Greek?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you got me.
All right. Well, I have a lot of questions because
Oh,
I'm going to be preparing Thanksgiving meal.
Well, yesterday you said only one per person.
Oh, dang
so.
it. All right. So
But-
maybe every segment I'll have
Now,
a question.
since it's the day before,
Yes.
can we expand? We can allow maybe more than one
All right,
question
all
per
right,
caller, Greek?
Of course.
We're
Okay.
asking.
Yes,
Just make
yes.
sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Because
all right,
there's-
caller, go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, what do you prefer? Do you think stuffing is better when it's cooked inside of the turkey, or should it be done in its own separate casserole dish?
I think
And I guess
separate.
at that time you call it dressing.
I would say separate casserole dish.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Now, why is that?
I just like it that way.
Okay, you don't like the drippings that come from the turkey down into your stuffing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just like it that way. I like it in the separate casserole dish.
Okay, all right.
And I like a little sausage and little G's on the side, like flags.
Okay.
Shocker.
But you don't have to go
Anybody
crazy.
surprised? Anybody?
You can get another question, by the way, because
Oh,
you're
thank
so
you.
nice.
Now, when it comes to your mashed potatoes, do you think that the mashed potatoes should be completely smooth, or should they have a few lumps in it? Do you like your mashed potatoes, and what's your like secret? Like, do you have a secret like ingredient that you put into your mashed potatoes?
I like pepper and I like a light butter. That's it. I don't like
no
like
salt or anything.
I don't
huh?
like salt. I'm not a big salt guy.
Okay,
That's me
Sounds
personally.
very bland, but okay, continue on.
Well,
do you
it's-
like it smooth or lumpy?
I like it smooth.
Okay.
I'll make my own lumps.
Wow.
So just pepper and butter.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
like
sound
pepper.
like that would make it very smooth. You don't put any dairy or anything like that in it?
Well, once they're prepared, that's what I like to put on it. Some pepper and some butter, personally.
But how do you
Yeah,
prepare
this-
it is a question.
Right.
Well, how do I know?
This is the turkey hotline. I thought you knew what you're doing.
Well, mashed potatoes are not turkeys, ma'am. You know, mashed potatoes are mashed potatoes. This is a turkey hotline. The mashed potato hotline's a different number.
I thought it was just Thanksgiving questions in general.
Any idea what that number is?
I don't know.
1-800 get stuffed.
Yeah, perfect.
No, get mashed. 1-800 get mashed.
I was going 1-800 get mashed. To be honest with you.
There we go. All right, hold on. I'm dialing that now.
1-800 get smashed, baby. 20 is change. But again, we will do whatever you like, to be honest with you. But I'm not big on mashed potatoes. My aficionado is turkeys, not so much mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yeah.
He knows all about the bird.
So if we're having people call the turkey hotline, they just specifically have to go turkey.
Yeah, I would prefer
Okay.
it. But if they have another question and I know, I'll help them out because Thanksgiving is about giving.
So you just told me that you weren't going to answer it because it didn't have to do anything with the turkey.
Change my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you call?
Fair enough. I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang up now.
We don't want you to be mad.
Can you hang up now?
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. So it's not G-Man, but at some point today, I do have some celebrity chefs, some big names if you follow like the Food Network or Cooking Channel. They give us some of their Thanksgiving secrets.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
I would look forward to that.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse.
It's raw! Who was that? Anybody?
Let me hear it again.
It's raw!
Gordon Ramsay.
And there's supposed to be another word there, but we're not allowed to say it.
Can't say that. It is the Penthouse on Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you guys are having a good day. Have some patience if you're out there shopping. And if there's a parking spot, it's not worth arguing over. Please. We'll be back with This Day in History, also a trifecta, and a lot more on Thanksgiving Eve. Peace.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Waking up to some fog across the area this morning, so be careful as you head out. We'll see a partly cloudy sky otherwise throughout the day. A few brief showers are still possible. Rain chances dropping even more, though, for your Thanksgiving. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-80s for the rest of the week, and then a week front boundary moves in on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Star Wars has been a cultural force since its release in May of 1977. But it's the multi-billion-dollar franchise that never should have existed. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
The best part about taking ZzzQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
IDC's taking Black Friday weekend to a whole new level this year with free Yeti coolers, free portable massagers, and even free furniture. That's right. When you buy anything at IDC this weekend, we'll give you one of the season's hottest gifts absolutely free. For example, spend just $599 on a great piece of jewelry, and we'll give you a Theragun Mini Portable Massager free. Spend $999 and we'll give you a free stress-relieving weighted blanket from Barabee. The more you spend on jewelry, the bigger the free gift. How about a Yeti Rode 48 cooler on wheels? Yours free when you spend $1,999 this weekend. And if you spend $3,999 on an exquisite piece of jewelry, you will walk away with an $800 gift card to use at Ashley Furniture. It's this weekend only, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Buy that holiday jewelry at IDC and get a free gift ranging from $50 to $800 in value. Only at International Diamond Center. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Smell that wonderful smell? Open the box to find a treat no child or adult can resist. It's cupcakes from Small Cakes of Royal Palm Beach. Located next to Target on Okeechobee Boulevard, we start baking before you get out of bed. Our frosting and decorating while you're getting ready and sliding them into the case just as you pull up. Be it a special occasion or just a special person, Small Cakes bakes over 18 different flavors every day for all to enjoy. We'll be waiting for you with ice cream on the side and a cherry on top.
Every week, hundreds of thousands of fans download the popular Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast to get to the bottom of popular culture's biggest myths. And now, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book separates conspiracy fact from conspiracy theory, from biological testing to our endless fascination with the Kennedy assassination. This holiday season, give the gift that explains the unexplainable. The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book. Available now. Order at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
100 years of doing the most good. As we head towards the holiday season, we celebrate the Salvation Army's 100th year of service. It is remarkable what they do on a daily basis that often isn't even known except to those who are the beneficiary of what they do, helping hundreds of people every single day with necessary food and shelter, helping people who are abused, escaping human trafficking. It is unbelievable the work that the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County does. You help by making your donations. That's true of items. It's true of shopping at their stores. And it's true of going to the Salvation Army, Palm Beach County.org, and making your monetary donation right there as well. Help us continue for another 100 years in doing the most good. Thank you. May God bless you.
Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindster's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindster.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Continue to avoid the turnpike in Delray and Boca Raton. Northbound Glades to Atlantic Avenue remains shut down. Also, of course, northbound entrance ramp, this at the Turnpike to Glades Road is shut down. Elsewhere, Turnpike northbound, this is a couple miles north of Boynton Beach Boulevard. We've got debris in the road. I'm Joel Mal.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Thanksgiving goes back to our country's earliest roots, and we still celebrate today thanks to Abraham Lincoln and Teddy Roosevelt. But do you know the true story of the first Thanksgiving? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Join us on Thanksgiving Eve for our iHeartRadio Holiday Special 2022, starring John Legend, Alicia Keys, Backstreet Boys, Meghan Trainor, and Dan and Shay. Tonight, starting at 7 p.m. on the free iHeartRadio app.
The iHeartRadio Holiday Special is brought to you by the Home Depot, where you'll find
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you guys are getting ready for the big turkey event. Don't be a turkey. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning to you.
It's time for This Day in History and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
College football rankings came out again last night. They come out every Tuesday. And no surprise, in the top four are all the same. Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU because they all won. Now, next week, there'll be some changes because there's a big game on Saturday. Ohio State plays Michigan, both undefeated. It should be a great game. 12 o'clock on Saturday. Ohio State is favored by 7.5 as of now over Michigan. Thank you, DraftKings. So next week, you will definitely see some kind of change with the college football rankings. Mr. Judge visited San Francisco Giants. He is serious, and he grew up in that area. And we'll see how much the Giants do offer him. He is a free agent. He's going to sit down, I know, with the Giants, the Dodgers, supposedly the Red Sox, maybe the Mets, and obviously the Yankees. So we'll see. I'm sure when he gets done with his tour, he's going to go back to the Yankees and say, this is the price. What do you guys want to do? Hopefully he does sign with the Yankees, but you never know. Money talks, and he does like California. That's where he's from. And our Miami Dolphins do play Sunday. There are still some tickets available. They're taking on the Texans. They are huge favorites. They are 13-point favorites. Thinking the last time the Dolphins were laying 13 against somebody. That's a long time ago. Miami is 7-3 in first place in their division, and a good chance to have possibly the best record in the AFC if the Chiefs lose and they win. They'll be tied. And that is your trifecta, first one of the show. And now we're going to turn over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, today's list is much like my attention span, very short. We're going to start 133 years ago today in 1889. Of course, I opened it with the show today as well. The jukebox made its debut in San Francisco, making this official Jukebox Day. 87 years ago today, 1935, Lincoln Ellsworth landed on Ellsworth Land, Antarctica, and claimed it for the United States, a claim the U.S. government has never taken up. 86 years ago today, 1936, Life magazine was first published. 79 years ago today, 1943, here's one you'll like, Greek. Philadelphia Phillies owner William D. Cox is permanently banned from baseball for what? He bet on his own team.
Ooh. Can't do that, Mr. Cox.
Shame.
62 years ago today, 1960, Tinseltown dedicated its Walk of Fame at Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street. Here's a weird one for you. 46 years ago today, 1976, Jerry Lee Lewis turned up in front of Graceland waving a .38 Derringer and hollering for Elvis Presley to come out so he could show him who the real king of rock and roll was. I never heard this story. Memphis police let Jerry Lee know who the real king was when they arrested him and charged him with public intoxication and weapon possession. Never heard that story.
No, I haven't either.
24 years ago today, 1998, here's one that we did hear about, that Dennis Rodman filed for an annulment with Carmen Electra just one sweet honeymoon week after the two were married on November 14th of 98. Rodman's lawyers claimed in the annulment hearing that the basketball star was, quote, too drunk to know what he was doing when he married her.
Really? Shocking.
18 years ago today, in 2004, Robert Downey Jr. released his debut album, The Futurist, featuring his cover of the classic Charlie Chaplin song, Smile.
I don't think I knew that he had a cover album.
Yeah, I didn't realize he did any singing.
He was very good. What was the Chances Are? Do you remember the movie Chances Are?
Oh, yeah.
Where he came back, like, as a, right? Like, he was Sybil Shepherd.
James Caan
Was in it, right? And then James Caan died, and then he came back as a reincarnated version of hotter, younger Robert Downey Jr., and he did sing in that movie.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Very good.
And finally, 8 years ago today, in 2014, the New York Giants wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. made an amazing one-handed catch in the game against the Dallas Cowboys that he managed to snag with just 3 fingers. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, November 23rd in our history.
So I got a couple texts in. One is a Thanksgiving joke, and then one is a question for the turkey hotline.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Thanksgiving joke first. At 47142, start off with Real Radio. You ready to get that ready or the fail?
Either one.
So it says Franny, and I want you guys to guess too. Why is the cranberry sauce so red?
Because it's not blue?
Jimmy, why is the cranberry sauce so red?
I don't know, Franny. Why is the cranberry sauce so red?
Because it saw the turkey dressing. Nope, that one.
Not bad. I like it.
That one fell short, huh? That one fell short. All right, 47142 started off with Real Radio. We got a turkey hotline.
It's the Greek Turkey Hotline. Happy holidays. You buy them, we stuff them. Peace.
All right, we got a question for the turkey master.
All right.
We're doing a smoke. We're going to smoke a bird. Does Greek recommend we brine the bird first? And what internal temp do we need to achieve for safety, but we don't want to dry out the turkey?
I might need some music for this.
Okay, now.
Do you have any George Michael?
First question first.
Do you have any Titanic music?
Oh, that hurt.
Because this ship's about to sink, bitch.
So first,
I got to be honest. Titanic's better than George Michael. Or if you have any Harry, I've been thinking about you all night.
First question first, they want to know, should you brine the bird before, because they want to do a smoke bird, should they brine it beforehand?
I wouldn't brine it, to be honest with you.
Okay, now why not?
Because I don't like when you brine a bird because I don't know what that means.
Shocker. Is anybody surprised?
Don't brine my bird.
I don't know what it is to brine my bird.
Okay. So you don't want to answer that question for him? All right. So brining is a process where you take the bird, and a lot of it is like, so water, a lot of salt. Some people do seasonings, garlic, pepper, whatever it is. Work. And you put it in like a bucket and you let it sit, and it makes the bird super juicy. And you don't recommend a juicy bird. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Dry that bitch out.
All right.
I like it dry, like sandpaper.
All right, so
Remember the movie Christmas Vacation when that bird came out?
Oh, yeah.
That's what you want. When you slice into it and a puff of air comes out.
Yep.
That's the goal.
So he does not recommend a brine first, is what you're saying, all right?
Yeah.
And what internal temp do they need to achieve for safety? Make sure the bird is cooked, but they don't want to dry it out.
I would say 320.
The internal temperature. The internal temperature? What are you trying to do to that turkey?
Well, then let's go at half of 320, 160.
All right, that's not too far off. All right, there you go. That's what you get when you ask G-Man questions for the turkey hotline.
Good luck.
Yes. You're not too far off. 160, 165 is probably good.
That's a great guess.
Well, you just have what you said.
Guess. I guessed double.
320, you would have turned it into the National Lampoon's turkey.
But I cut in half Sweetums and we're close.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Sweetums.
All right.
Everybody's Jimmy, can we hear the half-price mattress ad when you get some chance today? The Thanksgiving one from years ago.
Some chance. And just so a heads up, because it is an off day, we're doing Greek's Gridiron today because we have a bunch of games going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to be doing Greek's Gridiron. So it is in studio, and we will give you that cue to call around like 1:35, something like that.
Yeah,
so,
we'll do a trifecta, and then we'll play Greeks because we
Perfect.
don't want to give people not the opportunity because we won't be here Friday.
All right, sounds good.
So
just a heads up.
Yeah, so if you guys want to play Greeks Gridiron in studio, about 1:35.
Let's go back in time with the locker room in elementary school.
Class, what did the Pilgrims bring the Indians for Thanksgiving? Francis?
Patron?
Johnny C?
An autographed Tony Romo jersey?
Greek?
A half-price mattress.
Why would the Pilgrims bring them a mattress?
They didn't want them to think they landed in Cleveland? Peace!
Awesome. Mona Lisa, to you, my friend. That is the best ad. Great job.
Yes,
reminds me of my
fantastic
dad.
job.
He always loved that. He just used to sit there and always like it was great. And the people in the ad are awesome too. Just
yeah. Well, they make it. Well, some of them.
I love the teacher when they're like, "Oh, Greek,
Greek."
It's like somebody has sex with me.
So it is a little turkey extensive today.
Sounds
because,
about right. And lasts about the same amount of time.
Is that a 30-second ad?
20, actually. That's only a 20.
You guys are both being generous. I know it's Thanksgiving and we're all being nice, but
Well,
come
that's
on.
what we do, right?
Yeah.
Right, Franny?
Yes,
We
'cause
built
we're
you up.
thankful. We're so
building you up
thankful.
today.
It's all about gratitude and giving thanks. It is.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some celebrity chefs who have decided to share some of their Thanksgiving secrets. It could come to preparing and cooking. And I know G-Man is the expert, but maybe people like, I don't know, Chef Robert Irvine or Bobby Flay could give you some better advice here.
Well, they're great, but
Yes.
they don't have my personality.
But that's so true.
Got that right.
and also me being humble. But what did they say?
Yeah, so Chef Robert Irvine.
When does that start?
2:05.
Yeah. And he talks about specifically when he's carving, right? Because sometimes it could be messy and a lot of drippings and juice come off. So Robert Irvine says he likes to put his carving board in a sheet pan. So it catches all the drippings and mess from carving a turkey or ham, and it makes cleanup super simple. So it's not getting all over your countertop, stuff like that.
That's smart, but people don't realize that.
We also have this. Her name is Alex. I know who she is, but I'm gonna mess up her last name. Shelley. She takes pre-made cookie dough and rolls it in sugar or nuts, then slices and bakes it. She also says that you can mix chocolate candies or chocolate chips into the dough, roll it into balls, and bake it, and that's a nice little dessert for people instead of like your traditional pumpkin pie.
I mean, nuts and balls.
Right?
Shocker.
Jay Rolfing prefers to sit his turkey outside in a brine overnight. If you're in a climate where the temperature may be a little bit cooler, not in Florida, but if you're somewhere listening on iHeartRadio app, he says it's like a nature's refrigerator, and it frees up space in the fridge for other ingredients.
So you cook the bird and you leave it out overnight?
No, we're brining it.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing you don't know.
Yeah.
I saw somebody posted a TikTok video of making a brine, a homemade brine.
Okay.
And matter of fact, it was a Florida version, so it was obviously somebody down here. And I mean, they must have spent $300 in all kinds of seasonings and everything, and would and ended up taking up a cooler, like a 20-gallon cooler where you put 2 birds in.
Okay.
Once the brine was all set, but it, like had a bag of lemons, a bag of
it's a lot.
Oranges.
Those are very expensive brine.
4 things of seasoning, and then 3 things of another seasoning. I mean, it must have had at least $100 worth of seasoning.
Interesting.
That was one hell of a brine, and that was every comment too. That was in the comment section.
Like a lot of brine.
How much the price was.
Yeah, that sounds like a pricey brine. If you're a fan of Neil Bailey, he takes gingerbread cookies to another level by adding one of your favorite ingredients, G-Man, black pepper, to the dry ingredients. He's like, it makes it stand out a little bit to the norm. Bobby Flay says it's important to have a pot of hot chicken stock to reheat the turkey. So after carving, he drenches the meat with hot stock to bring back the moisture. So maybe if you have a bird and it tends to be a little bit dry, then have some hot chicken stock. And
I do that. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it totally makes sense. Thanks, Bobby Flay.
I bought some chicken stock the other day too.
There you go.
What was the
Maybe
price?
try it out.
Yeah, it was about $1.60 a.
It's very inexpensive.
The stock's going up.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're hoping for.
So Trisha Yearwood, she says this. I don't know if you're familiar with Trisha Yearwood. She's married to Garth Brooks, but she's got her own cooking show.
Oh, nice.
And she says for her deviled eggs, if you're going to have some appetizer, her mother taught her to flip the raw eggs over the night before preparation. To flip the raw eggs.
What?
I'm trying to figure that out. Her mother taught her to flip the raw eggs over the night before preparation. This means that the yolks will be even instead of lopsided from sitting in a carton. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. So turn them upside down.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. Do you call it a pointy end of the egg? It would be down then, I guess. So that it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it would shift position.
I didn't either. And then somebody recommends, I'm not familiar with Tony and Kathy Mantuano. I bet they're Italian or something, because do you know what grappa is?
Yes, it's a drink.
It's like a grape based,
liqueur?
and I had it in Italy, and that thing will put hair on your chest. Jesus Christ.
That'll
It was like
knock you
drinking fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it as an after dinner.
I'm interested.
Oh my
Wow,
God. Jimmy,
yeah.
it tastes like moonshine. It's so intense.
That sounds great.
At the end of one of our meals, when my husband and I went to Italy, they offered it to us.
What's
and
it
we're like, sure. Grappa. Grappa.
Isn't there
It
some
is so strong.
that tastes a little bit like Sambuca, licoricey?
The one I had did not, so I don't know, G-Man. Okay. But if you have it, I guess, handy, they recommend to crisp up your turkey skin, rub grappa before seasoning, because they say that the residual sugars in it gives the skin its crispy texture, and alcohol is cooked out in the oven, so you don't taste that alcohol burn it has. But the sugar from the booze crisps it up. So that's interesting.
Yeah, never heard that.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some
Don't
tips.
drink the grappa while you're cooking.
Wait, why not?
Yeah, I was going to say, why are we cooking the alcohol out of it?
I love to have a little glass of wine while I'm cooking.
Oh, yeah, but grappa, you said it's so strong, it puts hair on your chest.
Oh, I mean, some people can handle it. To me, it was very, very difficult.
I had a shot once years ago with a bookmaker.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah. If you guys got any situations or something that you do to your bird to make it pop and people go, what is it?
Yeah, you know what's interesting? And it's my secret ingredient, and I'm not a fan of it alone, but it's one of my secret ingredients in my mashed potatoes, and I make really good mashed potatoes. Like, I have the normal. Instead of milk, I use cream and butter and salt and pepper and stuff, and sometimes I'll do roasted garlic. But I put a little bit of mayonnaise in my mashed potatoes.
Oh, really?
My mom did it. It's just really good, just like a tablespoon of something.
Foul.
It was really, really good. My mom used to do it as a kid, and it's just a little bit, and it makes it so good. And some people recommend rubbing your turkey skin, like your. You guys are such perverts. Rubbing your.
Don't start it like that and then hesitate.
Well, but that's what you got to do. You got to rub your turkey.
You got to rub the bird.
Yeah. So also to crisp the skin, some people recommend putting mayonnaise on the outside of the bird.
So you put mayonnaise on the bird and grappa. Wow.
Well,
that
not
bird,
together.
That's going to be some
Not together.
bird.
But it will brown. That mayonnaise will help brown the skin. So if you kind of
Almost give it like a tan?
Yes, it'll give it a tan.
Yeah. Just like it.
Because it's big when the bird comes out. People look at it and go, ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
How did he get through life?
I don't know. Jimmy, you're going to be very jealous because I bought all the things to make the Vidalia onion casserole for Thanksgiving. I know.
All right, I'll be over at 3.
It's not at my house.
I did do the old Google here. Grappa is an alcoholic beverage, a fragrant grape-based pomace, P-O-M-A-C-E, brandy of Italian origin. It contains 35 to 60% alcohol by volume.
Wow.
Well, you sold me there.
Yeah, it was very strong. I mean, and they may have different flavors.
Yeah.
I don't know, G-Man. Like you said,
But
like
I knew that
Sambuca.
I
The one I had did not taste like Sambuca.
Well, I'm familiar with grappa.
It tasted like gasoline.
Yeah, you're like, hey, give me a double. 877-927-6969. Give us a call if you have anything special that you do to an ingredient, maybe a side dish, maybe to your bird. What is your favorite side dish? Let us know about that. And if you show up to somebody's house and they don't have it, do you get upset? And do you say, like, hey, you got any sweet potatoes?
We got somebody has another question for the turkey hotline.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to get focused. It's the Greek Turkey Hotline. Happy holidays. You buy them, we stuff them.
All right.
Peace.
47142. Start off with Real Radio. Says,
Laser focus.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
It does not. Question for the turkey hotline. We are planning to smoke a turkey. Somebody else smoking their turkey.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's
They want
always
to know,
smoking questions.
what do you suggest, using papers or a pipe?
See, that's a derogatory question, and that's not
derogatory?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a real question. I'm not going to bait on that sugar.
I'm not going to bait on that sugar.
I tried, buddy. He didn't take the bait.
I'm very serious about my turkeys.
He did not take the bait.
I think this is like my 11th year for the turkey hotline, and I get paid by Butterball, so I have to take it serious, by the way.
I'd use the pipe.
There you go.
Heard. Oh, what else do we... Oh, boy.
877-927-6969. Turkey Hotline is open for serious questions, by the way.
Yeah,
All right?
serious questions only, bitches.
Come on. And always throw that in after every sentence.
It helps.
Bitches.
So today is Drinksgiving, and a lot of they call it or Blackout Wednesday. It's one of the biggest drinking days of the year. A lot of people have family in town. You blacking out?
I'm getting some grappa.
So this I did see, and it looks like, because our dude Joel Malkin always sends these out, it looks like AAA is at it again, right?
great.
If you need a ride home, they're doing
Very nice.
it for Thanksgiving, but it is actually starting today at 6 p.m. So they do it major holidays when they know a lot of people, like New Year's Eve,
Christmas Eve.
St. Patrick's Day, Christmas Eve. Yeah, they have the tow to go. And it's a really great thing that they offer. And you don't even have to have AAA to take advantage of it.
That is so nice.
They just want to make sure
You're
that
safe.
you are safe and you make it home safe and you are not out there drinking and driving. So, yeah, they're offering their free tow-to-go service in Florida. It starts tonight, 6 o'clock, runs until 6 a.m. on November 28th. So it's running a few days.
That's great.
Yeah, they say it's a last resort for anyone, AAA members or not, who has no sober way home this holiday weekend. The service will take you home and tow your vehicle home or somewhere within 10 miles. So you just got to call the number. It's 855, the number 2, tow, number 2, go. 855-2-TOW-TO-GO.
That's an important fact that I don't think a lot of people realize, that you don't have to be a AAA member. That's amazing that they give you that service. So, you know, don't be foolish. If you had a couple too many and you don't get behind the wheel, God forbid yourself or somebody else. And that could definitely ruin a holiday. So be smart. Do the right thing.
There's too many ways to be able to get
safe.
around and still go to your party, still have your cocktail, still have your drink, have fun. You can still do it. There's other ways. There's rideshare services that you can do. Plan ahead a little bit.
Ask somebody.
And if, yes, you get into a pinch, this is one way to still be able to get home with your vehicle as well. So,
And if you're going to go out, you ask somebody, maybe one of your friends, hey, are you drinking tonight or whatever? I'm going to.
Well, planning ahead is the best. I mean, that's what we always do.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll even, like, if we're going to go over to a friend's house for a party or something, we'll go over beforehand and we'll take our drinks, we'll take our food or whatever we want to take over. And then when we get an Uber or a Lyft ride, then we don't have to, it's just us in the car. We don't have to worry about carrying stuff and everything. And then we get a ride home.
It is. And even AAA has said that this is kind of one of those last resorts, right? They don't want to, because they don't want to get inundated with people having to do it. But yes, like plan ahead. Plan ahead. Jimmy is so right, because there's so many options. And this is one of those kind of, like, if you definitely need to use it and there's no Ubers on the road or whatever the case may be.
Great opportunity.
Yeah.
It's too easy, and it maybe it's $50, maybe it's $60 for a couple rides to go somewhere. But I tell you what, that's a lot less
cheaper than a DUI
than somebody's life.
Yeah.
That's right.
To start with, but a DUI, which is upwards of $15,000+, and really, just it's so much better.
It is the Penthouse on Thanksgiving Eve. We're going to come back. I think we have some Florida stories about turkeys.
Nope.
Okay.
We have a naked Florida woman, another one that is not going to be Mother of the Year.
Oh, boy.
Yep. And then we got a dude who just got really upset at a Burger King, and I'll let you know why. I'll give you all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
This must be why God created YouTube.
Well, this and cat videos. But mainly for the cat videos.
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Waking up to some fog across the area this morning, so be careful as you head out. We'll see a partly cloudy sky otherwise throughout the day. A few brief showers are still possible. Rain chances dropping even more, though, for your Thanksgiving. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-80s for the rest of the week, and then a weak front boundary moves in on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Star Wars has been a cultural force since its release in May of 1977. But it's the multi-billion-dollar franchise that never should have existed. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
One of the great things about little boys and little girls is when they grow up, they want to be just like you. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So to moms and dads, aunts and uncles, and grandparents everywhere, remember this. The next time you get in the car and don't buckle your seatbelt, a little boy is watching. And when you decide to text or dial and talk while driving, a little girl is watching your every move. And when you head down the road with a beer or cocktail in the car, that little person next to you is taking it all in. In this life, you have an awesome responsibility to those children who love you the most and want to be you in every way. So make a pledge today to be a good role model to these kids and their friends so that that little boy and that little girl get to grow up and be just like you. Morgan & Morgan, for our children.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile is the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Attention! Did you or a loved one live at or near Marine Base Camp Lejeune in North Carolina between 1953 and 1987? If so, listen closely for this important legal announcement. From 1953 to 1987, Marines and their family members at Camp Lejeune drank water that was contaminated with hazardous toxins. The toxins found in the water at Camp Lejeune may cause health issues, especially later in life. Types of health issues associated with water at Camp Lejeune are numerous. If you or a loved one lived near Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation without going to court. Even if you were turned down in the past, a new law can allow you to file a claim today. If you or a loved one spent time near Camp Lejeune, call the Negligence Network to find out if you're eligible for financial compensation. There's no fee unless we win your case. Call 1-800-600-5536. That's 1-800-600-5536. 1-800-600-5536.
The future of audio is here.
And it's always free. Listen to what you want, whenever you want.
I'm going to do that right now.
Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Hey, it's a Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. It is the holiday season, so don't forget, anytime you go over to somebody's house, bring a bottle of Tito's. You'll definitely be a winner, and Tito's makes any party or any celebration a perfect one. And when you get down to Gulfstream Park, make sure you stop by Tito's Raw Bar. Enjoy the great seafood, great atmosphere, a Bloody Mary with Tito's, and if your horse wins or loses, you're still in the winner's circle every time. It's Tito's Handmade Vodka. It makes every situation a lot more cheerful. Peace.
Attention business owners. Imagine getting up to $26,000 per employee sent to you directly by the U.S. government. All businesses during COVID could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee through a CARES Act program. The fact is, all types of businesses, profit or nonprofit, are eligible. There is absolutely no cost to check your eligibility today. ERTC.com is the nation's leading company specializing in employee retention tax credits. Here is a real testimonial from an ERTC client.
We've got some good news. You're going to get $488,000 as a tax refund, which is not a loan, and you can use that in whatever way you'd like to.
Visit ERTC.com today, and in less than 5 minutes, our proprietary rebate calculator will show you how much money you could receive. Act now before the program closes or funds run out. Visit ERTC.com today. That's ERTC.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
We still have 2 right lanes blocked on the turnpike northbound. This is just past Glades Road. So you're going to want to continue to avoid, and it's been like this for hours. You're going to want to continue to avoid the turnpike in this area altogether. And 95, though, looking good. So take advantage of that, though it is pretty busy with folks trying to get out of town for the holiday. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Where do Black Friday deals come with happy holiday feels? Lowe's, actually. Black Friday is happening now. Get the deals while you still can, like savings on a Craftsman 20-volt drill kit for $59. Was $79 at Lowe's. Offer valid through 11/23 while supplies last.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. If you're a turkey, you made it. I think you made it. I think you guys are okay. So just kick back, have a cigar on me, and enjoy yourself. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Miss Francis.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Greek.
And it is time for Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
Sure did.
Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, Hubert Credit Jr. entered a Burger King in the Tampa area, and I guess he started demanding free food from the workers. So not like he ordered something and it was a mistake. He just came in going, I want some free burgers.
Who doesn't?
Well, of course, when the workers refused, he pulled a pair of pliers from his pocket and started threatening them. This is very interesting. I don't know if I've ever had a Florida story with somebody using a pair of pliers as a weapon.
This could be a first.
It could be a first, yes. Well, surveillance video shows him banging the pliers on the counter, knocking over one of the cash registers. You can see him jumping over the service counter, or then he started making additional threats to the employees. Of course, they were in fear because not only, he's got pliers, but the guy's crazy. The restaurant manager discreetly notified a citizen in the drive-thru lane with her radio headset to call 911, which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
They had the headset and she was like, could you please? So thank goodness this person in the drive-thru did. In the meantime, police said the manager was forced to give credit free food. So we're just credit free food. That's his last name. Because of course they just like, whatever you want, guy, just don't hurt us.
Of course.
Responding officers did arrive and they found credit eating the food inside of the men's bathroom in a stall.
He wanted privacy.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Is that
pretty private place.
Like, you think if you cause something and get your free
You
food,
would
you
leave.
just get that. Yeah, just run, go somewhere. But nope, he went into the bathroom and decided to eat in the stall,
He had the door closed with the pliers.
which is disgusting, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. The officers ordered him to leave the bathroom and arrested him without incident. He has been charged with robbery with a deadly weapon. So a pair of pliers will be considered a deadly weapon. Yes. And then just a quickie, realradio921.com.
Oh.
What?
No, I was thinking something else.
Oh, I'm glad you're thinking of something else.
Yeah, we're not
Oh my
paying
goodness.
attention.
Yep.
I heard quickie.
I get it. There is a naked woman spotted on the back of a motorcycle in Florida. We see all kinds of crazy things on the roadways. But yeah, it was a woman and her son were driving down a Florida highway.
Jesus.
When
Son.
Sure this was Florida?
Yeah. Well, no. They're not the naked one. No. So a woman and her son were driving down a Florida highway when they passed a woman on a motorcycle naked.
Oh, okay.
Let me finish.
I misinterpreted that.
I thought what you did, a mother and a son.
I did not finish.
whoa.
I did not finish the story yet. So they were like, "All right, woman on a motorcycle, no big deal." Except this woman was naked. They captured a couple of pictures and a little video of the incident. This happened in Lake County, so you can seek that realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog.
Very dangerous, too.
What?
Because I think everybody driving by would get,
Dangerous for the passerbyers, for people driving by.
Yeah, they get, they wouldn't take
what they
their
call
own.
rubbernecking, looking at it.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you meant for the woman naked on the back of the motorcycle.
Both, yeah. She gets into an accident.
I
we want to talk about road rash.
Yeah, road rash. You get road rash anyways. But definitely wear a helmet. And then there was a guy who was arrested. His name was Glenn Schaefer, and this is crazy. So Hillsborough County Sheriff's received a tip regarding him wearing camouflage clothing and possibly armed with Molotov cocktails. So patrol units ended up locating him in his car near U.S. Highway 41. He refused to exit the car and fled to his home. Well, they were able to make contact with him eventually. They conducted a search. They did find 2 firearms, ammunition, and bottles with an unknown liquid in his car. So the bomb team responded to the scene, and after investigating these unknown liquids, they advised the liquid did not ignite, and there was no criminal violation committed. But FBI Tampa Division was on the scene, and Schaefer admitted to that detective that he was planning on using the liquid to set St. Joseph's Hospital on fire. He also confessed that the guns were for hospital security guards who were threatening his plan. He now faces charges of felony fleeing to elude, and a investigation is going on, a further investigation. More charges could absolutely be pending. So thank goodness they busted him, even though they're saying that the liquids weren't threatening. But if he did have guns and stuff like that, he was threatening to burn down a hospital on Monday night. And then finally here, Mother of the Year. This is absolutely terrible. Now, I've heard of people maybe putting like whiskey on their baby's gums or something to like numb them. I've heard stuff like that. But this Pensacola woman took it way past that.
For teething?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Cecile Bryant has been charged with aggravated child abuse. And the reason why is because she put Smirnoff watermelon in her baby's bottle.
That's terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. They responded to a possible child abuse case. They said when they arrived, they talked with investigators and with DCF, who said the baby had a 0.142 blood alcohol level. This is horrible.
Wow.
They spoke with so somebody reported her, right? They spoke with the reporting party who said she threw a Halloween party at her house. She said that she had been cooking all evening and went to take a bath when Bryant offered to make bottles. Well, I guess the person who reported said multiple people were at the residence and were helping watch the children. And they said that they attempted to give the baby the unfinished bottle from a few hours prior. So when she was like, all right, well, the baby's mouth smells like watermelon and kind of like vodka. So she tasted the bottle and she was like, this is not baby formula. This is watermelon Smirnoff. So thank goodness that person was there to call the police on this lady. They did video. They had living room cameras, by the way, and they saw her filling it up with the liquid. So, yeah. So she's been booked into the Escambia County Jail.
Good.
Yeah, so
for a long time, too.
That's terrible.
I'm not a big advocate of removing children from a home. Boy, there's one spot that it needs to be.
Yep. But we're lucky that baby's live, by the way.
Yes, very.
Yep. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis.
Way to bring the show down for
I'm
me.
sorry. We'll bring it back up with a turkey hotline call.
All right, sounds good.
All right, perfect.
Nice
great job,
Great
Franny.
job.
11:05 and 105. We always appreciate it. It's Thanksgiving Eve. If you have a special way that you prepare your bird that you want to share, or maybe your side dish that if you show up or you're home, I got to have it.
Oh.
I mean, I got to have my side dish.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? What'd you think I said? Side piece?
Side piece, yeah. Well, that's what I'm used to you saying.
Right?
So when side piece. It's like, goes hand in hand.
That's the Greek zone later
Greek,
today.
yeah, okay.
We'll talk about favorite side pieces.
Nice.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't forget, big giveaway at 11:45. So get your turkey call.
What do we got?
We'll be back in a few minutes.
John Mulaney tickets?
Yes.
Nice.
John Mulaney. I love him.
You're welcome, Greek.
Thank you.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
Twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twist It.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
We might have just witnessed the last cryptocurrency bull run, but not for Bitcoin, which I think will run again soon. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
The event of the season is here. Shop Black Friday for 60% off everything only at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Explore styles to give and to get this season from $24.99 only at Banana Republic Factory.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
The event of the season is here. Shop Black Friday for 60% off everything only at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Explore styles to give and to get this season from $24.99 only at Banana Republic Factory.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Pro or against? That seems to be the only thing that matters these days in the marijuana discussion. But what about the facts? At Mary, we've taken it upon ourselves to lay it all out there in our podcast. Just pure, unbiased education about medical marijuana and unlawful use of cannabis. Find it at mary.famu.edu. That's mmeri.famu.edu.
Experience the relaxing, conversation-provoking pleasure, which is kava, at Island Root Kava Bars. The most relaxing atmosphere and a delightful experience. Their kava drinks provide a smooth, relaxing effect for your mind, body, and soul. Happy hour specials daily. Enjoy $5 teas, 32-ounce growlers for only $14, 64-ounce growlers only $28. Every day from 9 to 10 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m., and 8 to 9 p.m. 8 convenient locations from the Palm Beaches to Melbourne. Visit islandroot.com for more.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We still have 2 right lanes blocked on the Turnpike northbound. This is just past Glades Road. So you're going to want to continue to avoid, and it's been like this for hours. You're going to want to continue to avoid the Turnpike in this area altogether. And 95, though, looking good. So take advantage of that, though it is pretty busy with folks trying to get out of town for the holiday. I'm Joel Mal.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindster's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindster.com.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your
wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day, enjoying yourself, doing last-minute things. If you're out shopping and bopping, have some patience. Don't fight over a parking spot or stuffing. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Miss Francis.
Hello and good morning to you.
And 11:45, your chance to win tickets to Dave Mulaney.
Nope.
What's his name?
John Mulaney?
He doesn't care. Yes,
I
close
know.
enough. John.
Great comedian. He's going to be at the, I know. Not Greek. Not Greek. It's going to be at I Think Financial Amphitheater on December 3rd. He's a very funny comedian. If I tell you who his baby mama is, you're going to be like, ooh, John Mulaney.
I don't care about stuff like
yes,
that.
Yes, you do.
Who is
you
it?
love
It's
Olivia.
the only thing you care about.
Yeah.
Other
you
money.
love Olivia Munn.
Who?
See?
What?
What?
Hot his ass.
What?
So he's working on December
That's a lot
3rd.
of money.
He'll be here December 3rd.
Well, then she'll be single that night.
Oh, boy.
Exactly. See, we found a way for him to care.
Yeah, now he's going to care.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only kidding.
So I think this is quite ridiculous, and it's only 27% of people, but 27% is enough of people who want Thanksgiving moved to a Friday.
Stop.
Right?
We're not moving Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving has traditionally been on a Thursday, and not just that, most of it, not a lot, but a lot of people get the Thursday and Friday off.
You're
and
screwing
so if
yourself.
you do Friday, yeah, then you're not going to get the 2 days, like weekdays off.
We would have to
work
work
days.
tomorrow.
Very.
People don't think like that.
Yeah. I was like, hold on, what's today? Yes.
We
no.
would have to work tomorrow.
No, I know.
Yeah, that's not good. Come on, we don't want to break tradition. That's part of the holiday spirit and good things of tradition.
So you guys think that most people get Friday off?
I would say, yeah.
I
I don't.
Yeah, you know what? My
I think
husband,
we're lucky.
I think my husband actually, technically, he took it off, but he put in a vacation day, so it wasn't a work holiday.
Mm-hmm. Everybody I know gets off Friday, but their company. So we're working Saturday.
That's a more common thing now in the corporate world.
I think
Possibly.
so.
I think a lot of people do put vacation days in because their kids are off the full week.
Yeah.
And with travel and stuff. But you know what? I don't know.
Depends on the profession.
Like,
I
yeah.
would assume. Like attorneys, I'm sure they're all off.
Doctors.
Yeah, stuff like that. Dentists. I would think anybody in the
You think
financial,
medical offices are closed?
Financial systems.
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't think. I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
No, not hospitals.
Not
hospitals are never closed.
But doctors aren't open.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I mean,
are they? I mean, that's
I guess
that's
it's your
a good
practice,
question, right?
It's your practice, right? You do whatever you want with it, with your medical practice. You know who is working is plumbers, and I hate that.
So
this
you're
is so
saying
gross.
dancers,
plumbers, and plumbers call the day after Thanksgiving Brown Friday.
Oh, why?
So they said, while a lot of people call it Black Friday, which is one of the big shopping events that we have. Plumbers say that the day after Thanksgiving is one of their busiest days of the year.
I'm sure.
Due to the increased amount of house calls regarding clogged, it's not just toilets, but they say you could be toilets, but they say drains and broken garbage disposals. So it's not necessarily as gross as it sounds, but yeah, they call it Brown Friday because they say it is a busy day for them. And so they're like, listen, do not dispose everything or do not put everything in your garbage disposal. So they're saying, because we don't want to, right? We don't want to call the plumber. Yeah. They're saying, try not to throw all waste down the garbage disposal. Some guests can treat a garbage disposal as an extra trash can. So kind of warn against throwing all the waste down there that can be liquefied. They said doing so can actually overheat the blade. So even if it's something that normally can, just the amount of stuff you're putting in there that day can make those blades overheat. They said hosts should remind their guests to throw extra food peelings into the trash can, not the garbage disposal. So that is just a little heads up. So yeah, because they say it is their busiest day of the year.
If you guys have off, let us know. 877-927-6969. You could also text us, Real Radio 47142. Or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. I'm sure there's a lot of industries, obviously, that are open, which we know. Like we said, restaurants, retail stores, they're all open. Bars, again, they're all open. People in all those industries, they're definitely working. But no, I don't think my humble vote would be that Thanksgiving is not moved. I know people have been trying to get the day after Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That Monday for
years. Give me
years.
that Monday.
Yeah, everybody's been asking for that. I don't know if that'll ever happen either. You never know. But they're trying to make it a holiday and for you guys, for everybody to get off that Monday.
I don't know if that'll, it'd be tough to see that ever to be a federal holiday. You'd have to have a really, like a bunch of sports fans in Congress.
Yep, you're right.
That would do that. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. No. I certainly wouldn't go against it. That's for sure.
But like you said, I'm guessing that 27% are people who do have to work on Friday, so they get that nice 3-day weekend instead of having the one day, having Thanksgiving off, going to work, and then having the weekend. So that would be my assumption. That's where that 27% is coming from. But also in this, there's 29% of people that did this that say that they only spend Thanksgiving with their family out of obligation.
Oh.
They didn't have to, they wouldn't.
Don't be like that.
That's terrible.
Family is the most important thing. That's the people who really care and love you no matter what. So remember that. I mean, I know there's some situations in families. There isn't all perfectness. I get it. But you like to think that your family's there for you in a bad time.
Well, that also had some other questions on there, too. Would you skip Thanksgiving with your family for $1,000?
I can't be bought.
Yes. I'm just kidding. I love my family.
Yeah, you're so family
I
oriented.
kid. I just said I was kidding.
How about $5,000?
$1,000. You know what though? I might, and I would like because it doesn't say any stipulations, and just let him know, and then we'll just do Thanksgiving on Friday or on Wednesday. Does that count?
Does for me, because
Right?
my answer is yes.
Yeah.
I'm right with you.
Give me $1,000. I mean, I'm
Wanna
not
give me
spending.
$1,000?
I'm not spending Thanksgiving with my family this year. It's the first year, and I'm really sad about it because they're all different places right now. My mom's in Puerto Rico, my sister's in Arizona, but yeah, I mean, if you could be like, yeah, I'll take the $1,000 and be like, you know what, we'll do Thanksgiving on Friday or Saturday. Why not? It's $1,000.
I don't see why not.
Would you?
I mean, the day itself doesn't mean as much. At least it never did to me. I mean, especially there were a lot of years where as a single, I worked Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And Christmas.
I did in the past. I did it when I worked in the restaurant industry. A few restaurants were open that I had to work Thanksgiving.
And then I asked for, because we were on call, right? So it was a heating and cooling company. So, I would be on call for those days. And of course, it's a winter time. So, it's a lot of heating calls. So it was very common to be busy those days. But I always asked for summertime holidays off. So
July
4th of July,
Labor Day,
and Memorial Day. Typically, I would ask for, to be off those days. And it was a trade-off.
Yeah. What about this question? Would you rather spend Thanksgiving at home or be invited to the White House for Thanksgiving dinner?
Ooh. Be nice to be at the White House. Maybe get my picture on the wall. I don't know.
And how would you do that?
Hey, Joe, you want to take a picture? We'll put it up. I love those reactions. Who do I see?
I don't know why it's still amazing me. When I hear
It shouldn't at all.
He's got a photo shoot or something like that. Photo booth. What do you got?
I don't know anybody can be that amazing.
What's it going to cost to get like a Greek wing? You know what I'm saying? And rent his White House. I like the poinsettias, by the way. What you guys are doing for the holidays? It brings me up. I don't know. That'd be pretty nice to go to White House for Christmas. That'd be cool.
All right, so you pick that?
Yeah.
How about you, Jimmy?
I don't know. Let's see. Would I rather spend Thanksgiving at home or at home? Yeah. So I mean, that's the question. The question is, would you rather spend it at home or at the White House?
Yeah.
So I have to say Thanksgiving. Would I mind visiting the White House sometime, especially even on Thanksgiving? No, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Something I've never done.
But I would rather do home with the family. Yeah.
It would be a cool story. Like, I got invited to the White House for Thanksgiving.
What'd you do?
Put my picture up on the wall.
Who were you in Boca? No, I think to go to White House would be cool. Super cool to see it, hang out. I'm sure they throw a good spread. I could probably get any kind of stuffing I want. Hang out with everybody. And if the president and First Lady were there, great. If they weren't, I'd be fine on my own. I give my own little playlist. I'd be like, here, could you put on a little Harry for me when I walk in? It is the Penthouse, and it is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. You guys are always invited to our dinner. You can always come in and join us, add to anything you want to bring to the table. Maybe you have a special way you want to prepare your bird, or maybe there's your favorite side dish that you just say, man, this makes it Thanksgiving. If you have that, call us 877-927-6969. Jimmy, we have somebody on hold. We want to go to break.
We got to go to break. We're late.
All right, we're going to go to break, and then we'll come back in a few minutes. Peace.
We're still your at workstation, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindster's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindster.com.
Hayes the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Sheridan House is making Christmas special for underprivileged kids. You can help by donating new toys for ages 1 to 12. Deliver new toys by December 1st to Sheridan House. For more information, go to SheridanHouse.org. Sheridan House, answers for today's family.
Well, it's the week that most of us overindulge, and I say go for it. Thanksgiving only comes once a year. Hey, this is Franny, and I so look forward to Thanksgiving because it's all about family, friends, giving thanks, and my favorite part, the food. Well, Begin a New Med Spa is here to get you back on track if you're looking to shed some of those holiday pounds. They offer so many options when it comes to weight loss. They have medical weight loss programs which involve you losing weight safely and effectively with the guidance of Begin Anew's experienced healthcare professionals. This isn't a quick fix. This is a specific plan designed for you to create results that will last. And now Begin Anew is offering something that was only available to celebrities, but now the secret is out and it's affordable. Semaglutide. It helps promote weight loss by controlling your appetite, lowers your blood sugar, plus it's a once-a-week injection that is non-habit forming and safe and effective. Make that consultation today at beginanewmed.com and they can answer any of your questions and get you on the right path. That's beginanewmed.com.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
At Simply Safe Home Security, we know in an emergency, the clock is ticking. So we designed an advanced security system powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring agents who use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe to capture video evidence and verify a threat. Then alert police so you can get higher priority dispatch. Right now, get 40% off any new system. Visit simplysafe.com/holiday to save big today. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Dell's Black Friday event starts now with up to $400 off on select XPS and Alienware PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors, plus special pricing on accessories and free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
'Tis the season.
When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Well, 95 running pretty smoothly through the West Palm area. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. The big story continues to be the Turnpike in Boca Raton. Continue to avoid that area. A couple of right lanes blocked northbound between Glades Road and Atlantic Avenue. Turnpike, a little bit further north, debris has a left lane blocked in Boynton Beach. This is northbound right at Boynton Beach Boulevard. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex DM. Not all coughs are the same. Buy Mucinex DM to get cough and chest congestion relief for 3 times longer than your typical 4-hour cough and chest congestion medicines. With Mucinex DM, it's not cold and flu season. It's always comeback season. Relief with Mucinex DM and nothing lasts longer. Among OTC cough and medicines used as directed.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. I hope you guys are getting ready for preparation for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Remember what Thanksgiving is really about, being thankful and enjoying yourself with your family and friends. That's what it's all about. Jimmy, good midday.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
It's amazing how things change in life, and we look back at things. And one of the things that changed was Las Vegas and sports. For years, it was a taboo. They didn't want to go near it. Now they can't get enough of it. There was rumors of a baseball team, and they just talked about this about 3 weeks ago, and already it was confirmed yesterday. Las Vegas is getting a Final Four. March Madness 2028 will be in Vegas. That will be crazy. March Madness and Vegas, put that together. Ooh, you want to talk about a crazy weekend and some expensive tickets? But Vegas is going to get their first ever Final Four 2028. That will be insane for sports fans. And don't forget, they're getting a Super Bowl next year, which is going to be really crazy. Vegas is on the map with everything in sports. Rumors of them getting an NBA team and a baseball team will add to their hockey team and football team. And the city loves it, and so do all the casinos. Believe me when I tell you. College football rankings came out last night. No change at all. Georgia's 1, Ohio State's 2, Michigan's 3, and TCU is 4. This is the last week you'll see this like this. This has been the same for the last 3 weeks, but it's going to change because Ohio State plays Michigan, and that is this Saturday, 12 o'clock. Both teams are 11-0. Ohio State is favored by 7.5 points. It should be about 38 degrees and raining at the Horseshoe. So we'll see what happens on that game. We'll be doing a Locker Room Live, and we'll also talk about that game and try to break it down for you. It's going to be another classic game between Ohio State and Michigan. And our Miami Dolphins are playing Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium, and they are taking on the Texans. They should win. They might not cover because they're laying 13. Thank you, DraftKings. But they should get a W. And if the Chiefs lose, Miami Dolphins might have the best record in the AFC. Right now, they are in second place at 7-3 with best record, but first in their division. So hats off to the Dolphins. Hopefully they keep winning. I'm assuming they're going to win Sunday. You never know. It is any given Sunday, but I think they'll win. Whether or not they cover 14, 13, that's another point. But the big news is that the Final Four is going to Las Vegas, and that is going to be a huge event. And that is your trifecta.
Greg, if you don't mind, can we stay on sports for just a second and going back to the college football for the playoffs?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Georgia sitting number 1. Let's assume, now obviously with Ohio State and Michigan, let's say Ohio State wins. But Georgia still wins, TCU still wins, and LSU and USC, Alabama, Clemson, Oregon, and Tennessee. Right? So everybody else wins. Okay, so the only person who would lose is Michigan. What do you think would jump? Who do you think would jump up? Or would Michigan stay there?
Michigan would drop.
Maybe drop to 4. Do you think Michigan would just drop to 4? Or do you think they would drop out of the top 4?
I think they drop out of the top 4, and USC would go in because they're playing Notre Dame.
USC, okay.
And that's a very tough opponent.
That's exactly the question. And thanks for helping me out. I didn't know exactly how to phrase it, but you got me there.
Yeah, LSU has a slight chance, but they're not going to be. This is an opinion. They're playing Georgia in the SEC championship. The only way they get in to the playoffs is if they beat them. They're not going to beat Georgia.
Yeah, and LSU is 9-2. I mean, they're not even, and they're above USC right now at 10-1. Clemson's 10-1 as well. So. And they're all the way back to 8th.
Yeah, LSU is ahead of them because of the SEC, obviously.
And their schedule, right?
Yep,
yeah,
100% right, Francis. So that's one thing. But USC has been coming on strong, just beat UCLA. And again, people do forget this about the rankings and all this stuff, is that when you beat a team, your hope is that they keep winning after you.
Yeah,
because when
strength of schedule is very big in college football.
Because if they lose, the win doesn't mean as much. Like and again, you never know. Last week, South Carolina was getting 25 against Tennessee Saturday night, and they lost by 30. So you just don't know what's going to happen.
It's so weird.
TCU's been hanging on the last couple weeks by inches, and people keep thinking that they're going to get jumped and they're going to lose. They got another tough game this week, but we'll see. I mean, I think it's exciting, and it's the first year in a long time that Alabama's not in there. But I don't see anybody beating Georgia. I don't see Georgia losing the SEC championship. I don't think they move. I think Ohio State beats Michigan. I don't know if they cover 8. But I think they beat them.
Right.
And Michigan will probably drop to 5, I would think then. But who knows? TCU might lose.
Yeah.
So it might go, if TCU loses, then USC might go to 3. If they beat Notre Dame, if they don't beat them, they're done, USC. They'll be out.
Now, how about, so let me flip that because I'm saying that in the sense of Ohio State. What if Michigan wins?
Michigan wins, they'll go to...
Same thing that Ohio drops out?
I think Ohio State
falls.
I think they would fall, but I think they have a better chance of getting in the playoff at the end. We'll see. Because if Michigan wins, then Michigan goes to the Big Ten championship.
Right.
Ohio State's finished for the year. They have no more games. All they could hope is for everybody else to lose. That's the problem. When you do lose, you need an opportunity to play somebody else.
Right.
If your season's done, you can't move up. Even if the team above you loses, you don't have anything to, even it out.
Right.
Because you're done playing. And that's where it's a little bit. And a lot of these conferences, all the big ones do have championship games, which is, gives you a great opportunity. But, I think it's very unique this year because Alabama's not in it for probably the only first time in whatever, how long they're doing this, 7 years.
Yeah, I think we looked at second time in 20 years. I don't know, some weird statistic like that they haven't been in the top rankings.
Yeah, and if you look at also the championship game, it's, every year it's usually Alabama or Georgia. And Clemson. Those 3 teams have been doing very well. But again, there's been a lot of upsets.
Okay.
It's going to be exciting. USC Notre Dame's going to be good. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you have something that you do specially to your turkey, or is there a side dish that you just got to have?
Well, speaking of...
I was just saying somebody had something that they have to have for Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
I've never had it before, and I had to look it up. I've heard of it at 47142, and they said, for me, I need mince pie for Thanksgiving. So I had to look it up. I've heard of it, right? Mince pie, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And it is very interesting. So I guess it's like a British dish.
All right.
And it has, mince pie is a sweet pie of English origin, it says. And this says it's filled with mince meat, being a mixture of fruit, spices, and something I don't know how to say. So I guess it's not really meat. I don't know. I've never had it. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I've heard of it, and I'm definitely down to try anything. But I guess that is one thing that they can't do without Thanksgiving with. When I did look, a lot of the articles claim it's a big for Christmas.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If you guys have something you have to have, like I said, if you show up and you're like, man, I wish it would be there. For me, it's stuffing. I really enjoy stuffing. I like stuffing better than the turkey. So maybe there's something that you have that you got, man, I got to have it. It makes it feel like it.
Tonight when I'm at Throw Social, they're actually, I don't know what time they're doing it, but I saw that they're having a stuffing eating contest, G-Man.
Oh, where's this at?
Wow.
Oh my God. Tonight when I'm at Throw Social, they're having a stuffing eating contest.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
He wasn't paying attention.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe I should stop by. Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not. We're going to go with or not. Hey, I don't think you want to see me. Who's kidding who? 4 hours is definitely enough. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. No, I can't take it. 877-927-6969. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Turkey line is still open only until 2 o'clock today. We don't continue that on the Greek Zone, by the way. That's just
no? Oh, that's a shame.
No, we don't do that. We got enough going on over there. We definitely do. But, yeah, Turkey line is still open if you guys want to give us a call and ask us any question. And we're playing Greek Gridiron today in studio. Just want to remind you guys that. So everybody always has an opportunity to play every week. And also, you get to go into the grand prize, which is a vacation for 2 to Vegas Circa Casino Hotel, 2 nights, hotel airfare. Great thing. And a 70-inch TV. And a New York Prime gift card. So you can't beat that.
Well, if you guys have ever wondered why we eat turkey on Thanksgiving, has it ever crossed your mind? Why? Why the turkey? Why the bird? Why not ham or chicken or venison or beef or corn? Almost 9 in 10 Americans eat turkey during the festival meal, whether it's roasted, deep fried, grilled, or cooked in any other way. Smoking is obviously the big one recently, right? Was it a couple of years ago? It was all deep frying. It was all about deep frying that bird, right? Well, a lot of people obviously believe that it goes back to the Pilgrims in 1621, but it has more to do, according to this article that I read, with how Americans observed the holiday in the late 1800s than which poultry the Pilgrims ate while celebrating their bounty in 1621. The reinvention of the Pilgrim celebration as a national holiday was largely the work of Sarah Hale, born in New Hampshire in 1784. In 1837, Hale became the editor of a popular magazine, Godey's Ladies' Book. Godey's, along with other media, embraced the holiday, packing their pages with recipes from New England and menus that prominently featured turkey. One reason for this, a roasted turkey makes a perfect celebratory centerpiece. A second one is that turkey is also practical for serving to a large crowd. Plus, there's a big Christmas connection, too, with turkey. The bird cemented its position as the favorite Christmas dish in England in the mid-19th century. One reason for this was Ebenezer Scrooge in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol sought redemption by replacing the impoverished Cratchit family meager moose with an enormous turkey. Now, it was published in 1843. Dickinson instantly best-selling depiction of the prayerful family meal would soon inspire Hale's idealized Thanksgiving, and that's apparently a little bit more of the roots of why turkey is served at Thanksgiving more than back in the day with the Pilgrims.
Thank you very much.
Because the only thing that they have back then, I mean, they had all kinds of different food that they brought to that 3-day celebration with the Indians and the Pilgrims and blah, 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 all that whole story that we've heard over all the years. So
that's very cool. I didn't even know that. Appreciate
little history. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that it was more based in the 1800s than it was from way back when. You guys want to give away some tickets to Dave Mahoney?
Who's that?
How about Joseph
Misogyny? How about Joseph Abu?
How about John Mulaney? We
That-
got tickets to John Mulaney.
I think we should give away tickets to John Mulaney.
Saturday, December 3rd, I think Financial Amphitheater, a great place to see a comedian. I never would have thought that, but boy, the more I think about it, it's a great place to go see John Mulaney. Now, we've got a pair of tickets right here that you can win. Give us a call, 877-927-6969. Are we still doing turkey calls for tickets?
I assume so.
All right, then. You've got to come up with your best turkey call, and if you remember yesterday, I gave you a tip. Use your tongue, not your throat. It's much better that way.
Is it? Have you been practicing your turkey call?
And what are you saying is the advantage? What
just sounds better.
No, I know.
I don't know. Let me hear you with your throat.
That's a bad sound.
Yes, it is.
Well, sometimes it's not.
Yes, it is.
So give us a call, 877-927-6969. Turkey calls for tickets for John Mulaney. He is an awesome comedian. If you've never seen him, this is a great opportunity to go check out one of the best comedians that's out there right now. Saturday, December 3rd, I think Financial Amphitheater. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969.
Yeah, I believe John Mulaney had his start on SNL.
Okay.
I do believe so.
We want to thank also Greek Gridiron sponsors. Get an opportunity right now while Jimmy's getting the phones. Strike Cigar Lounge will be there next Friday. Visa Network, great network who is providing the grand prize for us in Vegas. Monroe's at Palm Beach. Don't forget tonight, DJ Laz in the building. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Everything goes better with Tito's. Joseph Classics Market, where great meals begin. Palm Beach Autographs. You want any memorabilia, that's the place to go. 818 Tequila, the best. And New York Prime, my favorite restaurant, bar none. I will be stopping by there tomorrow for a little celebration they're having for the employees, and it was nice enough they invited me. I am going to only be parking cars, but at least I got an invite. Again, Greek's Gridiron today in studio at 1:35. And Franny, why don't you give the people another opportunity so they know where they can see you tonight?
Oh, yeah. I am going to be representing the Gator 98.7 and, of course, iHeartRadio and Whole at Throw Social. That is in Delray Beach. It's a great time. They got cornhole. They have darts. They have axe throwing. They have this really cool light-up ping pong. They're going to have a couple DJs, DJ battle.
It's a great place.
Stuffing eating contest. And, of course, Neutral. Neutral is going to be the one that is bringing us there, and that is this really great hard vodka seltzer. So coming out, have some samples, have a good time, score some tickets to Tortuga Music Festival.
Where's that, Freddie?
I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
Nice. All right, you guys ready to have a little contest here for tickets to see John Mulaney?
I got my pen ready.
All right, turkey calls for tickets. We are starting with Tony. Tony, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's going on, guys?
Tony, how are you, my friend?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
That's good to hear. Have you ever tried having a turkey call before in your life?
I do it just about every night when I'm reaching out for you, Creek.
Oh,
See, and I'm surprised you haven't heard it, Creek.
It's amazing, Tony. You know what? I'm ready when you are. You've heard that before by me.
It's good turkey.
That's Tony. You've practiced this.
Yeah.
But practice makes perfect.
That was a like a turducken. All right, great job. All right, Tony, I'm going to put you back on hold. All right, so hold on. I'm going to put a number down. All right. And next up, we have Eddie. Eddie, welcome to the Penthouse.
Good morning, Penthouse.
Eddie, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Man, I've been listening since Josh Stone and the home team days, way back.
Wow. All right. Well, we thank you.
Good 15 to 20 years at least. All right, buddy. You big fan of John Mulaney?
Yes, oh, yeah. I love John Mulaney.
Excellent. Well, let's see if we can get you hooked up with a pair of tickets to go see him at, I Think, Financial Amphitheater on December 3rd. That is a Saturday. We are calling this Turkey Calls for Tickets, and that means that you've got to give us your best turkey call. So whenever you're ready, Eddie, go ahead.
All right.
All right.
All right, Eddie.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eddie. I'm going to put you on hold. And next up, we have Charles. Charles, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey there. How's it going?
It's going good, Charles. How are you, my friend?
Doing fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Well, Charles, you got to get in charge, baby. This is your time.
I was waiting for a Charles in Charge joke to happen.
You wrote it down.
I was like,
You
who's
said-
going to be first? Who's going to do it? Oh, boy.
Come on, Charles. You've heard that before.
Yeah. How's the tuna factory going?
Oh, yeah, I do it every day.
It doesn't get old. Come on.
Yeah,
It's a
of course
compliment.
not. Yeah.
All right, Charles, we're ready for your turkey when you want to give it to us.
Pretty good turkey.
Yeah, this is tough.
I know.
Yeah.
Good job, Charles.
All right.
Close.
All right.
Close.
I feel like I'm in a
Charles.
wilderness. I got to be honest with you.
All right.
We're just walking around.
Now, this was Debbie. Is this still Debbie?
Oh, we just started with
I don't
it.
know who that is. So hold on. I got to screen that out.
All right.
'cause That line did go empty. All right.
okay.
So next up we have Mike. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Man, I mean, if I can't do any better because it'd be better. I mean, that's what I can say. Are you thankful for Thanksgiving?
Am I what?
Thankful for Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful every day.
Oh, good. Well, all right. Well, then give us your turkey little call, and we're ready to get it going.
All righty. Gobble, gobble, yo.
Funny one.
All right. Nice job, Mike. And I think he actually helped himself out there at the end. All right. And next up we have Robert. Robert, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Robert, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
That's good. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Only about a week.
Get out.
Really? No kidding, huh?
How'd you find us?
Newbie?
Yeah. Just switched over radio stations, that's all.
And what do you think of us in a week? Very talented, right?
I'm very entertained.
Mm-hmm. And humble, as
We'll
you
take
can tell.
entertaining, yes.
As you
Not
can tell.
talented.
If you go to realradio921.com, you can watch us on Real TV, and you can see the humbleness as it evolves.
Every day.
You a big fan of John Mulaney?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's see if we can get you hooked up with a pair of tickets to go see him Saturday, December 3rd at I Think Financial Amphitheater. This is called Turkey Calls for Tickets. And go ahead and give us your best turkey call, Robert.
Okay, here we go.
That was a long one. All right, Robert. Thank you.
You hear that often, don't you, Robert? All right, I'm going to put you back on hold, Robert.
You
Hold
hope
on.
to.
Nice. Oh, you do. True. All
right.
I tell you what, I have a tie, so.
I don't. Do you have a tie?
No. I got close numbers.
I
though.
do have close numbers, but one
Yeah, just stretched
One
out.
goes over the other, yeah.
One's neck just leaned up a little.
just a little bit.
It was close.
Little extra? Okay, all right. Well, then we can vote amongst ourselves here.
Okay.
All right, mine is okay. All right, so we have a winner, a very decisive winner, and he was high up on my list as well. Tony, welcome back to the Penthouse. You are the winner of a pair of John Mulaney tickets at I Think Financial Amphitheater. Is going to be there December 3rd. Congratulations, buddy.
Nice job, Tony.
Take notes, people. That's how it's done. Gobble, gobble.
Yeah, we like the humble people. Wait a bit.
Take notes, people.
That's right. Go out and get stuff tonight, baby.
Yeah, you
Great
got
job.
You got a nice gobbler there,
You do.
Tony.
You did a good job with that gobble.
It was very close. I had it really close, but I think a lot of times it's always better to be first.
Sometimes, yeah.
Especially when it comes to winning tickets. Yeah, it's great to be first.
And sex.
Are you? I assume to a girl. Am I your first? She goes today.
Today.
Congrats, Tony.
Tony, if you would, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to get back with you here in a minute when we go to break. I got to get a little bit more information from you, and we'll get you set up with those tickets. Okay, bud?
All right, thanks, guys.
All
Go
right.
Bears.
Thank you. Oh, great job.
That's right. Go Jobs.
Go Jobs.
What?
Wow. You said go, right?
Yeah, I said go.
What did he say? Go who?
Jobs.
Go Jobs.
Go Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Fan Steve Jobs. All right.
I got to give the credit to Francis about this. This is a great contest. She came up with it, the turkey calls, and these are great. We should maybe continue this Christmas week, maybe a little ho, ho, ho.
Oh, who does the best
Who
ho,
the best
ho, ho?
ho?
I
Yeah.
like the best Santa.
Yeah, no
All
doubt.
right.
No
All right.
doubt.
Well, I think that'd be really
So,
nice.
Get your hose ready, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a month.
And ladies.
You got a month. Yeah, ladies too. You got your month to get your host together. So let's do it.
Round them up.
Round them up.
I got to call you back. I got to round up my hose. We're going to come back with some fun facts. Anything about maybe...
No. Jimmy gave me some great fun facts. I'm going to stick with what he gave me.
You think that's the word you've said to me the most over
What,
15
no?
years?
No.
Yes.
We'll be back.
You finally got her to say it.
This must be why God created YouTube. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Blindstir.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindstir offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindstir's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindstir.com.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
On the podcast, Rewives with Bethany Frankel, join Bethany along with unexpected thought leaders and her celebrity friends to rehash, revisit, and rewatch the most iconic episodes of The Housewives from all your favorite cities.
This season, I sit down with Elizabeth Moss, Kevin Nealon, Susie Orman, Griffin Johnson, and more. You'd think that there isn't much to learn from flipping tables and yanking wigs, but that's where you're wrong.
Listen to Rewives with Bethany Frankel on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Dell Technologies' Black Friday event has arrived with select deals on top tech to power business productivity. The savings start now with up to 50% off select performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What you've heard about probiotics is probably wrong. I eat yogurt, so I don't need to take a probiotic. Probiotics?
they don't really work.
It's time to learn the truth about probiotics from Align, the probiotic brand recommended by gastroenterologists 2 times more than any other probiotic brand. Align has probiotics to naturally help relieve occasional bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort. Try Align for a month and see how great a healthy gut can feel at AlignProbiotics.com.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty. That the place of business is safe for you to shop in. Yet many times a normal day ends with injuries because that business breached that duty. Slip and falls where cleaning and maintenance were ignored. Falling boxes and items stacked too high. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. ForThePeople.com.
Diamonds Direct is celebrating the holiday season by extending our special 20% savings offer through this weekend. So you'll have a few more days to take advantage of the best prices of the season. An extra 20% off store-wide. Start your holiday shopping now and save big. Everything is included. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, and yes, thousands of engagement rings are now an extra 20% off. Our selection for the holidays has never been better, and that includes our breathtaking collection of loose diamonds, hand-picked exquisite diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Don't miss this special extension of our biggest and final store-wide sale of the year through this weekend only. Save an extra 20% on a multi-million-dollar inventory of fine jewelry. Ask about special financing too. Diamonds Direct. Get all the details at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
At Rack Electric, our slogan is, we've got the power. And we really do. Volume buying power allows us to stock hundreds of Generac whole house generators and pass the savings on to you. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, so get the power at rackelectric.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZ.
1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Drop!
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Day before everybody sits down with family and friends and appreciates each other and be thankful for what you have. And just look around and say, hey, man, I got it pretty good. Be thankful and enjoy and spread some love and some cheer and some happiness and some joy. There's a guy who does it every day. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis, good midday.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And it is time for some facts of fun.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts.
Well, thanks to Jimmy for going above and beyond. He found me some pretty cool fun facts about what a lot of us like to do while we're cooking on Thanksgiving, watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, I thought it was drinking.
Well, you can do all the things. Drink, watch the parade, and cook at the same time.
Okay.
Why not?
Good to know.
Well, it looks like when it debuted back in 1924, it was a way to celebrate the expansion of Macy's flagship Manhattan store, which covered an entire city block and became the self-proclaimed world's largest store. So they said a majority of the participants were employees of the stores. So it wasn't like what we see today. It was a lot of the Macy's employees who were doing this. And they said there were, however, many professional entertainers who kept the spectators amused as they passed by. Beautiful floats, had the old lady who lived in the shoe, Little Miss Muffet, Red Riding Hood. They said that there was also live animals. They don't do this anymore. But they used to have back in the day like elephants and donkeys and bears and all kinds of stuff. Oh, my. But they came from the Central Park Zoo.
Oh, wow.
Right?
You know, I have a trivia question after all of this.
You have a trivia question?
About the Macy's Parade. Or a question, not a trivia question. Go ahead.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And they said the Macy's Parade originally ended with the unveiling of the store's Christmas window displays. Now, G-Man, do you know, because those have been a big deal for a long time, the store on 34th Street where they have those beautiful ones, the window displays. Do they still do that?
I believe so. I mean, that was the tradition. You would go at night and look at all the store windows, or during the day. During the day, there would be huge lines, but all the stores, Saks, Barney's, Bloomingdale's. But you would go by, and it wouldn't be a normal week, time. There'd be so many people.
That's cool.
And all the displays, and they were just unbelievable.
Yep. They say Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade wasn't actually New York City's first Thanksgiving Day Parade. There was a parade called the Thanksgiving Ragamuffin Parade. They
said they changed the name.
Listen,
that doesn't really flow off the tongue.
No. It's
not on a T-shirt.
They didn't change the name. It was another parade.
Oh, yeah.
So listen to this. It was an event where local children dressed up as beggars and asked adults on the street for pennies, candy, and apples. The Macy's Parade was such a success that it quickly drove the now obscure Ragamuffin Parade out of business. So they basically had kids dress up like homeless people and beggars and go around asking for pennies, apples, and candy.
Well, they do that every day now.
That's a very weird parade, isn't it?
You get that outside the Lincoln Tunnel.
That was a layup.
Are you in a parade, or do you really need money?
That is a very weird parade. So the character balloons in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade actually didn't debut until 1927. 3 years after the first annual parade, balloons made their debut. Included they say a human behemoth, 21 feet tall, had to crawl under the elevated structures at 66 on Broadway. There was a dinosaur who was 60 feet long, attended by a bodyguard of prehistoric cavemen. They had a dachshund. A lot of people know him as wiener dogs. A 25-foot dachshund swayed along in the company of gigantic turkeys and chickens and ducks, all of massive size.
Did that replace the real animals?
Possibly. Okay. The claim is the first character balloon that you were like, because now I just gave you like animals that they did.
Right.
Was Felix the cat.
Oh, okay.
Meow.
Makes sense.
It's always about the 5-letter.
Is that what it makes
cat.
sense? Is that what we're doing?
And we don't play the game. We just go along with it.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was broadcast for the first time in 1932, and that's when there was radio only. So listeners had to use their imagination when they were listening to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The first televised one did not happen until 1946, but it was only limited to the New York area.
Al Roker did it then, too.
Really?
Yeah. And Bob Costas did the one on the radio.
Back in the day, the floats used to be pulled by horses. They said they were pulled by horses up until 1939. Now we have the floats.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pulled by people. The 1958 helium shortage almost grounded the Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons. It looks like there was a shortage which would keep the parade, or the balloons at least, from flying back in 1958 because the company collaborated with Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. And they said there was a rigging specialist, Trainer and Hansen Corporation, to come up with a creative solution. So the balloons were filled with air and then dangled from large mobile construction derricks. So they weren't helium; they were dangled instead of floating. Yeah. Did you know that? Were you watching the dangled ones?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wow. He's got about 8 jokes that came right to mind.
And then we'll just do a few, because there's a ton here. We'll just do a few more.
Yeah, I think there was a list of like 43 or something on there.
They actually say there was one year when Santa Claus wasn't the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade finale. That's what we're so used to, right?
Yes.
That was like when the Christmas season begins, is when you see Santa. In 1933, Santa led the parade instead of closing it. It was the only year where he was not the grand finale.
What year was that? I'm sorry.
It was in 1933.
Oh, okay, way back.
Yep.
I think one of the other ones too on there was it was originally, or am I confusing with another fun fact? It was originally meant for Christmas.
Yes,
No?
they did say
I
that.
believe that was one of them on there, and I blew me away. I forgot about that. I mean, it's a Thanksgiving parade, but it was actually a Christmas celebration at first.
Yep. And then I will end it with this one, which has something to do with our beautiful state of Florida. Some of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons get a second life in Florida.
Oh, wow.
For several years, select balloons from the parade were sent down to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida to make special appearances during the holiday season. The event has since been rebranded as Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's, with Macy's designing 13 balloons exclusively for Universal. And there you go, with some fun facts about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Great job. Great job. And again, I highly recommend if you ever have a chance, if you have kids or it doesn't matter, even at any age. I did it a few times. I sold pretzels one year there. It was so much fun. And then one year, I remember my early 20s, I was dating this girl, Kelly, and we got up super early. We got to see the balloons get blown up. There's a certain section. That was cool. But it's really is so much fun. And the kids, just their faces, how excited they get, see the balloons come down. And you always hope for, the weather's good. Because if it's too windy, there could be obviously a problem. But yeah, it's something I highly recommend if you get the opportunity. But you watch it on TV if you can, and you'll enjoy it. And it usually, I'm sure that's the biggest thing, the most thing watched in the morning when people are cooking. The Macy's Parade's got to be in the background for so many houses. I would think throughout the whole country.
Sure.
That they have that on, and everybody, that's like the little background stuff they got. And then after that, it's football. And then you got
we start football in our household in the morning.
Yeah,
the Easton Peaburg High School rivalry football game. It's like one of the longest running football games on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, it dates back to like the early 1900s or something like that, or late 1800s.
And it's on TV?
Yeah. Well, you can find it. So like the local television station in the area there, like in Allentown area or something like that in Pennsylvania, because it's at Lehigh Valley College, if I remember correctly. That's where they have the game. It's on neutral field. It's in Pennsylvania. So, but it's always been that cross river rivalry game that the two high schools have had. So it's usually about 10 in the morning, something like that, I think it is. So we watch that usually in the morning. And of course, my wife is from Pennsylvania, so she's an Easton fan. So I just naturally take the Jersey side so we have a little fun in the house with it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's awesome. Last year was a great game, too. It came right down to the last couple seconds of the game, too. It was actually an exciting football game.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
For high school, again. I mean,
but it's a nice little tradition to have at your home.
Yeah, I think that's great. It is the Penthouse. You can call us with your tradition, or how do you like your bird, baby? And what is your side dish that you got to have? When you show up, you're like, what? No stuffing? 877-927-6969. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Don't forget, Greek's Gridiron in studio today at 1:35. You'll have an opportunity to play, kick my ass, and maybe go to Vegas. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twisted.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Blindstir.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindstir offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindstir's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindstir.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Every week, hundreds of thousands of fans download the popular Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast to get to the bottom of popular culture's biggest myths. And now, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book separates conspiracy fact from conspiracy theory, from biological testing to our endless fascination with the Kennedy assassination. This holiday season, give the gift that explains the unexplainable. The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book, available now. Order at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
I received a call the other day from a woman. Her voice was shaking. She needed help. Her husband tragically was unable to call himself, but he had told her previously, if anything ever happens to me, call Morgan & Morgan. I was humbled and proud. And what higher honor could we receive than protecting someone's family after they're gone? Her call came in on a weekend night. We went to work right away that night. Life can be shattered in a moment, in a car crash, work injury, or medical malpractice. When that happens, you need a big law firm with an unmatched reputation and resources to fight for you. If your family ever experiences something like this family did, know that America's largest injury law firm is here for you 24/7. We are big because we won a lot. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Dell Technologies' Black Friday event has arrived with select deals on top tech to power business productivity. The savings start now with up to 50% off select performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best. What if there was a place where you could listen to all the radio stations, music, and podcasts you love? And what if that place was free? Well, we couldn't find it, so we made it. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Attention! Did you or a loved one live at or near Marine Base Camp Lejeune in North Carolina between 1953 and 1987? If so, listen closely for this important legal announcement. From 1953 to 1987, Marines and their family members at Camp Lejeune drank water that was contaminated with hazardous toxins. The toxins found in the water at Camp Lejeune may cause health issues, especially later in life. Types of health issues associated with water at Camp Lejeune are numerous. If you or a loved one lived near Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation without going to court. Even if you were turned down in the past, a new law can allow you to file a claim today. If you or a loved one spent time near Camp Lejeune, call the Negligence Network to find out if you're eligible for financial compensation. There's no fee unless we win your case. Call 1-800-600-5536. That's 1-800-600-5536. 1-800-600-5536.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Crash on 95 in Boca. This is a hit and run being worked off to the shoulder northbound, just north of Glades Road. It's still a better bet for you than the Turnpike. Those two right lanes remain blocked. Turnpike northbound, just north of Glades Road. So between Glades and Atlantic, you want to avoid the Turnpike right now on the northbound side. Southbound is moving. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
FTX goes bust and reveals the biggest fraudulent scandal with ties to the Democratic Party and the deep state. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 91 and 1017. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on Real Radio 921. Thank you so much for listening, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, and be thankful for what you have. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon to you.
And one of the ways you can get involved with us, you can pick up the phone and call us at 877-927-6969. I know we have somebody on hold.
We do. We got our buddy Chris checking in with us. Hey, Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Penthouse, and gobble gobble as always.
You too, Chris.
I wanted to tell you, G-Man, you saw the call that yesterday, about 10 minutes ago on one of my sports apps on my phone. They benched Wilson. They don't know who they're putting in yet, but he's sitting against the Bears.
Get out! Speaking of get out, we're going to have him in studio in January, December. I'm not surprised. I mean, the way he had that press conference a couple of weeks before that, the coach said that Wilson was the quarterback for the rest of the season, no doubt. But then this week he said on a couple of radio shows in his press conference, everything's on the table. When you say everything's on the table, that means a change. I think his demeanor is more of the issue with everybody than his play. His play was bad, but I think when he didn't want to take any accountability, and I'm sure it separated the locker room. I read some stories where they said the defense was not happy, some of the offensive players. I don't know if it's going to derail his career completely, but we'll see what happens. So I'm sure they're going to start the young kid and see how he does. They're playing the Bears this week, and, that's not a tough game. And also Fields has got a bad shoulder. He might not be playing. And the Jets are home. So, I mean, when you add all those things together, they might be able to put a W together. And if the new guy comes in and plays well, who knows what's going to happen? The Jets do feel like they can make the playoffs this year, and they don't want to waste any more games. And they just felt, obviously, that they needed a change.
Yeah, definitely. And they said one of the, actually, besides the And it came from Saylor, the head coach. It said besides his I don't know how we'll use the word, ability to not take any responsibility for the game on last week, that the way he approached it, like you said, the press conference, created some animosity in the locker room with some of the other guys, and they're starting to not appreciate it.
Oh, they're losing respect. And again, when you're a team, you're a team. As a quarterback, you're the leader, and you have to remember that everything's your fault. That's it. You're the leader. When it wins, you're going to get the credit. When you lose, you're going to get the most credit too, and you're going to get knocked. That's part of it. He's got some growing up to do. He's a young kid. Hopefully, he can bounce back from this, and it doesn't spin out of control. And it's always going to also depend on how he handles himself going forward, because I'm sure the media is going to want to talk to him and different things like that. And, you can get out of any situation in life. It's just that, he played bad and he responded bad. That's it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I just wanted to drop that because I know we had talked about it yesterday, and that you almost called it yesterday, but
you could see, like I said, where it was going. You just knew where it was going. He did not talk to the media all week. That was another indication that I thought, which I was not surprised, but there was really nothing for him to say. If they talk to him today or tomorrow, he should just say, that's the coach's decision. I have to get better at my craft and help the team win. That's it. And just keep it simple. Right. They're looking for him to take responsibility. I don't think it has anything wrong. I don't think it has anything to do with how he was raised, or he came from a privileged background, or his family had money. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Me personally, it's just him as an individual. Right. And he's in a situation where, he went to, he's a stud in high school. He went to BYU. He's a big star on campus, and he comes to New York, and you know what? He's not doing that well. And a lot of times people don't handle who always do well, rejection, or, the negativity that you got to get with it. And he's in a job in New York City as a quarterback for the Jets. You're going to lose. You're going to hear about it. So maybe it'd be better for the team.
Without a doubt.
You're a big Jet fan. You think he should have been benched?
Yeah. I think that I think they should have stuck with that kid. What's his name? Streva, the one that the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have stuck with him with one or two starting games and see what happens. But, it didn't happen that way, and that's all right. Whatever.
Well, they'll say who's going to start. Maybe it's going to be that kid or Flacco.
Yeah, no. That's the one thing. It didn't say who's starting. All it said was that he's definitely gonna sit.
All right. Well, it's a learning process, and maybe he'll learn from this.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. One of the articles that I read today called him an excellent college quarterback. So he hasn't quite grown up yet to be a pro, even though he's been there. So I don't know. Some guys have a great college, and then they flop. Whatever.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, again, it's college and pro is a big, big difference. Tebow's first one that comes to mind. So we'll see what happens, but I know as a Jet fan, you know what? You might be a little disappointed, but they're still having a very good season. Way better than anybody thought. And it's not over.
Yeah. So far. Absolutely.
All right, brother.
I'm going to try and call in for the gridiron because the last 2 times I was like 1 or 2 off. So I'm going to, I work, so I can't get down to the strikes. But thanks for having it in-house again.
Sure, 135. All right, buddy. We'll give you the reason to call.
The cue to call.
Whatever.
I know.
He doesn't care.
I know.
We love you, Chris.
All right. Peace out.
All right. Don't be a turkey tomorrow.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
It is the Penthouse on Thanksgiving Eve. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more when we return. Peace.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on. Tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Modelo.
Heat guard Tyler Hero's questionable for tonight against Washington. He's got an ankle injury. Hero missed his 8th straight game Monday. College hoops tonight. The Hurricanes host St. Francis Brooklyn, hoping to rebound from their loss to number 25 Maryland Sunday. FIU, they'll entertain Stony Brook. And Utah officials made their case to the International Olympic Committee for a future Winter Games this week. They're open to hosting in 2030 or 2034. I'm Scott Davidson.
Modelo is brewed for full-time fans, those who thrive under pressure, those with the fighting spirit. Our beer is brewed for you. Modelo, official beer sponsor of the College Football Playoff. Drink responsibly. Modelo Especial Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindster's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindster.com.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to...
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. It's Palm Beach Harley's pre-owned pre-Black Friday tag sale this week. Hundreds of Harleys tagged with liquidation pricing. Good, bad, or no credit. 100% of applications accepted. Save thousands this week. Only at Palm Beach Harley's pre-owned pre-Black Friday tag sale. It ends this Sunday.
Trouble concentrating or recalling information is frustrating, embarrassing, and kills productivity. That's why Healthy Cell created Focus and Recall to boost your brain power. Unlike other supplements, Healthy Cell's Focus and Recall is not a pill. It's a gel you swallow with ultra absorption of science-backed ingredients to help you immediately sharpen focus, concentrate longer, and strengthen recall. Visit healthycell.com and use code RADIO for 20% off your first order risk-free. Love it or your money back guaranteed. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to...
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Just getting word that the Turnpike has reopened now between Glades Road and Atlantic Avenue northbound. Again, this was a problem for hours after a serious crash this morning. But again, Turnpike reopened now northbound between Glades and Atlantic Avenue. 95 northbound just south of Palmetto Park Road. We have a crash and a vehicle is blocking a left lane there. And further north, in Jupiter, southbound 95 just south of Indiantown Road, a crash. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Star Wars has been a cultural force since its release in May of 1977. But it's the multi-billion-dollar franchise that never should have existed. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Join us on Thanksgiving Eve for our iHeartRadio Holiday Special 2022, starring John Legend, Alicia Keys, Backstreet Boys, Meghan Trainor, and Dan and Shay. Tonight, starting at 7 p.m. on the free iHeartRadio app.
JCPenney is a holiday surprise for you. Go to JCPenney's Facebook page on December 1st for the world premiere of the Backstreet on JCPenney's Facebook page.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, this is Granny. So, Greek, for Thanksgiving, why don't you come over and let me play with your butter balls, honey?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You better jump on that quick because I'm about to.
I'm going to give it a 1. And then I'll decide. Can we text? Do we have to call back? It is The Penthouse on Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you guys are having a good day getting ready. If you're out there doing last-minute things, please be patient and respectful for everybody out there. And, just relax. There's a parking spot. You don't get it? Screw it. You'll get the next one. If they're out of stuffings, come back in an hour. They'll have the stuffings. Jimmy's here.
Hello and good afternoon.
And, of course, we couldn't do a Penthouse without her every day. Would not be anything like it because she is what the Penthouse is about. Good afternoon,
Great,
friends.
baby. It's me,
Barbara. It is Barbara. Hello, what's going on? Somebody did a text about Barbara. They were wondering. Nope, I'm not gonna read that.
No?
No.
Can you forward that to me? Something tells me I'm gonna like it.
Oh boy.
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Jets did make an announcement that Mike White will be quartering on Sunday. The big news is Zach Wilson is being benched for his play last week and also his behavior and demeanor after the game. It's a learning process for him. Obviously, not a good day for him. I'm sure he's not going to have a good Thanksgiving, but hopefully he gets past it and maybe he grows from it. Like many situations in life, we all make mistakes, and hopefully you learn from your mistakes. I try to, but I got to be honest. I do sometimes make the same mistake a few times in a row.
No.
I didn't say anything. He's the one who said something, and I'm the one who gets the death stare.
Every time.
Yeah, it is. Every time Jimmy was the one, and then I'm the one who gets, like, the eyes burning through my soul. Jesus.
Franny, I respect you and love you.
Okay.
And
Clearly.
I don't want to, it feels bad if I make a mistake and I don't correct it because then I'm letting you down as an individual.
But you don't care if you let Jimmy down?
No, it's just, Jimmy used to it.
Got it.
He didn't expect much from me.
How this happened?
They bent Zach Wilson.
All right.
That's what happened.
Get out.
Sit down. Also, Las Vegas is getting March Madness, baby, 2028. I just mentioned it last trifecta. One of my buddies texts me, "Can you get me tickets?" I'm like, "Oh my God, you guys kill me." But that's going to be cool. Vegas Strip and March Madness. Next year's the Super Bowl. That's going to be crazy that's going to be there. But again, Vegas for years, sports did not want to get involved with Vegas. Now they can't get enough. Having a Grand Prix there, obviously have the Knights, the Raiders. They're talking about the A's getting there, an NBA team, unbelievable, and now March Madness. So Vegas and sports, it's a marriage now. Everybody's happy, and everybody's making tons of money. Our Miami Dolphins are playing Sunday against the Texans at Hard Rock Stadium. I know there are some tickets still available. It'd be a great way to end the weekend. Go down to Hard Rock Stadium, check out the Dolphins. They are big favorites. They have the second best record in the AFC, and they are in first place in their division. If they win, which I do think they will, I don't know if they'll cover 13, but I think they'll definitely win. They will continue on in first place. And that is your noon trifecta. Peace.
I got a couple texts really quick about Thanksgiving. First of all, Stacy from Boca at 47142 wanted to wish all of us a happy Thanksgiving.
Aw, thank you, Stacy.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, Penthouse, I just wanted to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. Stay awesome." And then we have something I must have for Thanksgiving is your...
Sister's ass?
There you go. And we have Dear Greek Turkey Hotline.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I know, I'm waiting.
I gotta get
It's a
focused.
Greek Turkey Hotline. Happy holidays. You buy them, we stuff them.
Wow, this is going to be from Hugh Jazz, so you probably know what direction this is coming in, right?
Yeah, it should be good.
So, Dear Greek Turkey Hotline, I just realized that I don't have a thermometer to cook my turkey. Can I use the thermometer in my medicine cabinet? Since I put oh goodness, since I put this thermometer in my butt, I figured I could put it in the turkey's butt. Please let me know. Can he?
Well, a
Hugh Jazz.
thermometer is a thermometer, so you can use it.
All right,
Yes.
it doesn't matter where the thermometer's been.
No, you got to clean it off, obviously.
All right, disinfect.
Yeah, they'll put a little rubbing alcohol and maybe some Tom Ford on it, but it should be fine.
I didn't know Tom Ford was a disinfectant.
Might have a little trouble with that.
Oh, boy. What?
Usually goes up to about 104.
Oh, true. I don't know. I don't know how far those things go.
Something like that. I don't think it goes very high.
And then somebody wants to know, G-Man, it says, "Hey, Greek, will tomorrow's games be on regular TV or Prime?"
I believe they're on regular TV.
Oh, that's a good question.
They are on regular TV. I did read that over the week, but the question was geared towards you, so I was going to let you answer it. But I did read that was the one day that Prime was not getting it because it's Thanksgiving. It's tradition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's also, they're going to recognize John Madden tomorrow throughout all the games. Special things about John Madden. People are going to speak about him. They're going to show a lot of videos, obviously. He was always famous on Thanksgiving. He came up with the whole turkey thing, and he had the big turkey award that he would give to players, usually at the Dallas game. So they're going to do something for John Madden, I know that, and that'll be a special thing. Obviously, he passed away this year. And great guy. Obviously, all the people who knew him said that. Great coach, great on TV. Changed everything. He really did. Everything he touched. Hall of Famer, the Madden game that so many people, guys, girls, play for years. But I think it'll be cool.
So if you're wondering, it looks like the first game, the Bills-Lions game, is CBS. The Giants-Cowboys game is on Fox. And the Patriots and Vikings is going to be on NBC.
Oh, there you go.
Spread the love.
That's right. Everybody's getting a piece of the turkey tomorrow. So that'll be cool. And again, the spreads, well, a couple of those games are going to be on Greek's Gridiron, which we are going to play at 1:35. In studio today, your chance to go to Vegas. How cool would that be? You beat me. Well, you get to play. You might not know if you win or not, but then you can tell your friends over the weekend, hey, I got a chance to go to Vegas. Jimmy, I know you had something interesting, and I saw it, and I was curious about gifts that have been the top 10 that were searched by Google, and I think that's always cool because I like to see what people are actually looking to get.
Yeah, so if you're still doing your holiday shopping and need some gift inspiration, Google, of course, can help. The search engine Holiday 100 survey has revealed the top most searched gifts of this year. And some of these things I've heard of, some I haven't. So let's go over them and see if this is something that you guys might like or be interested in. Here's something that I wouldn't mind. A Hatch Restore sound machine sunrise alarm. It's got a smart light, a meditation app, and an alarm clock all in one. Little thing that sits on your nightstand and can play white music or white sounds or
White
something
noise,
to help
yeah.
you sleep at night and help with meditation. There's an app involved with it. Like I said, it has a light. The top half of it has like a dome light on it, so it can put that in the room for you to help you sleep or relax. It has an alarm clock built into it, so it's all in one, all encompassed into one.
Okay.
Another thing that was there was a Zulay, Zulay, Milk Boss Motor Milk Frother. I didn't realize you needed something like this, but I guess it's one of those. It's just a mixer. It's a little hand mixer.
The frother is great, especially if you are one who enjoys a cappuccino.
Right. Oh, okay. Is that specifically what they're made? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't.
You can
drink
make other drinks with it, like lattes and stuff, but that's how you do because cappuccino, what it is an espresso, and then you froth the milk and you pour it on top.
Okay.
So that's what a cappuccino is.
Apparently, air fryers are still hot on the list. The Ninja Max XL air fryer was on this list as well. Looks like it's number 3 on the list of the top most searched gift items on Google. Here's one that I would suggest not to get, and it's the Dyson V8 Absolute. It's a cleaning. It's like a vacuum handheld thing for vacuuming or cleaning.
You don't dig it?
Well, I don't think I've kind of gotten to that point where in my life where you learn that you don't give those as gifts. You don't give a cleaning device as a gift.
Unless somebody asks for it, right?
Well, if they ask for it, then it's different, right? That's a different type of thing.
When people say cleaning and exercise equipment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not good gift items or ideas. Here's one that I've seen almost everywhere at any type of a convention that you see or whether it's a mall. A deep tissue massage gun for athletes. And they say for athletes. But yeah, you have one of those. I mean, everywhere you go, there's always somebody that wants to just show them.
So they're called Theraguns. Theraguns, am I correct? Is that what it is? Did I make that up?
Well, this says deep tissue massage gun for athletes.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure there are different brands that, model.
Yeah. So I bought one a while ago, and then it didn't work out, so we ended up having to return it. But we bought a new one. We actually bought it last year during Cyber Monday.
Okay.
Because it was a really good deal, so we got one that was kind of higher end. Those things are incredible. They have like 8 or 9 different like interchangeable heads on them, and you can prop up the level to like super intense. And if you really have issues with like sore muscles or aches or pains, yes, those things are wonderful.
Pickleball Head Extreme Elite Deluxe Kit.
Ooh.
What?
That's Pickleball Head Extreme Deluxe Kit? What'd you say?
Yeah. Apparently it's a kit that has it all, like, the balls and the paddles,
it's like a starter
and
kit.
everything, for the whole thing. And not surprised, since obviously pickleball seems to be the hottest thing this past year or so. A Trek FX Plus 2 electric bike. Those are becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
You see them almost everywhere now. Victrola, the Canvas Suitcase Bluetooth Portable Record Player. Seems kind of weird.
Yep, it's a mouthful.
But yeah, it's a portable record player. They can, I guess,
take to parties with you.
Yeah, since it has Bluetooth, it looks like a turntable,
regular
turntable. I saw the picture of it, but it says Bluetooth, so I'm assuming then you can like play music from your phone or something with it. It would make sense. A Samsung 2.1 inch.
You buy
soundbar.
that really quick. You buy that, and then you just go and roll it over to like weddings and parties and charge them $5,000 to play music from your Bluetooth.
That's awesome.
Great idea.
DJ on wheels.
That's why she's on the show.
Yeah, that's right. Randy's making money as she's sitting down.
You don't think some people have done that already?
Yeah.
Oh, I am sure of it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you ask the bride and groom, hey, pick a playlist. You just go off theirs, and everybody's good.
Not a playlist, but what kind of music do you want to listen to? Yeah, because if they're, it's a scam.
It'd be so easy now, too, to do something like that. Samsung soundbar with wireless. That makes sense. Those are still pretty popular soundbars for your televisions. And the last thing on this particular list was a Nintendo Switch Lite. And I don't know what the difference between that and a regular Nintendo Switch is. I guess it's just a little bit smaller, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Don't quite understand that. But those are some of the top 10 items that were listed on Google's search for holiday gift ideas.
So speaking of gifting, because a lot of people are going to start their shopping Black Friday. Some people already have their shopping done. It looks like a majority of people plan on spending at least $50 for their pets, which I don't think is that odd. We don't go crazy, but we do have stockings for our dogs.
Sure, you have to.
And we fill those things up.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta,
nice.
gotta
Yeah.
let it- Now, do they open their own and you kind of like help them a little bit and video it?
Yeah.
And that type
Yeah.
of thing?
Yeah. So we treat them like children. So yes.
Exactly. Sure. Yeah, we do the same.
Yeah, but I do want to know okay, so a majority of people, not a majority, 35% of people say a bad gift is a deal breaker, which is really crappy, right?
Wow, what?
In a new relationship. So if they're given a new relationship, there are actual people that said that they would dump them. They said if they got something that they did not deem appropriate or they didn't like, they would actually dump the person.
Sounds very shallow and selfish.
Who would
doesn't it,
do
Greek?
something like that?
Don't look at me. I'm shallow, but I'm not dumping somebody for a bad gift. They're still hot to me. I don't care.
And this
I'm
is
not with
interesting
them for the gifts.
because I feel like 7 months is a decent time to buy somebody a gift, but 71% of these people, and this is dating.com who did this poll, said that they wouldn't buy the person a gift unless they've been dating them for more than 7 months.
Yeah, I found that very strange when I
That's a high
saw this.
percentage.
That's a
71% who said that they would have to date them for more than 7 months
People
to
don't
buy
like to
them a
spend
gift.
money. They're cheap. They don't like to spend money. If I was dating somebody a month, I'd give them something. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Even something small.
Exactly.
I mean, it could be a bottle of wine.
A freaking candle or a bottle of wine or something. You give them something.
I mean, you're banging somebody. You got to give them something.
Yeah, well.
I mean, it's the holidays.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hey. Hey, it's the Greek for the holidays. 7 months is a long. It's a decent amount.
And I thought so too. I thought that was a very crazy number.
Now that if somebody did that to me, I might be a little surprised. Like they said, not even a card or something.
Yeah.
And you went over to their house for the holidays. You got them something, and they said, "Well, I didn't really get you anything because 7 months. I just don't think it's long enough."
Yeah.
That would sort of be a little like a little scoomity-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. couldn't get me
I'm
a-
with you. I mean, we do more discussions about whether or not you can have sex after 3 months. You know, here we are talking about gifts under 6. Seems weird to me. I found that to be very odd.
Yeah, and I think that's long. 877-927-6969. Would that be a deal breaker? If somebody buys you something, you don't like it, and it's an expensive gift, and you're not going to use it, I think you should give it back, because then you'd be like, hey, I'm not going to use this. Sorry, whatever.
That's tough, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, if it's an expensive gift, I gave back a Rolex years ago. Well, I was dating a girl.
Yeah.
I was only
It's a Rolex.
Well, not so much that. I was only dating her about 3 months.
Yeah.
You just thought it was too expensive.
and
for
I-
a gift.
It's a Rolex.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
He wasn't saying because you're a Cartier man.
I'm not going to wear that.
I just thought it was inappropriate. I just did.
Do you want me to turn that ring around?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can help you.
You want an app for your phone for Christmas?
I'm going to let it go.
It goes on silent.
I'm going to let it go. I always have comebacks, but I don't use them.
You do them up.
No,
Bring it.
no, I'm not going to use it.
All right.
I thought it was inappropriate, and I didn't have the feelings that I thought I should have had to accept a gift like that. It really didn't have anything to do with a Rolex or a Cartier, whatever it was. It was a very nice gesture, and I thought it was just not right. I thought it wasn't right, and I'm glad I didn't take it, to be honest with you, because
she was beat.
No, she wasn't beat.
He wouldn't have been dating her for a month if that's the case.
No, I just didn't think it was appropriate. I really didn't. But
I get it. Sometimes, something can.
if it's something's expensive,
Very expensive.
and you're not
No,
going
of
to
course,
use
of
it,
course.
and you're going to be like, what am I going to do?
Or there's implications, right?
That's right.
You know, I mean, I think we've all been down that road. I've given gifts to females of like a necklace or a bracelet or something, and they, said, no, I can't accept this because there's implications involved.
Yeah, and that is nice. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to do something, and then all of a sudden somebody's like, well, I've also been with other people who took gifts, and that meant nothing to them. So you do got to respect people when they're like that. But I think 7 months, back to the main question, Your Honor, is long enough that you should get somebody at least something. Get them a poinsettia. I mean, do something. Don't go empty-handed. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved with the show. Maybe what is your favorite side for Thanksgiving? How do you like your bird prepared? Let us know that. Or anything else about the holidays. Maybe there's a tradition you do every Thanksgiving. It doesn't feel like Thanksgiving until you do this. Who do we got on hold, Jimmy?
We got Mike from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Jimmy, Franny, and Greek.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Hey. Good. Just want to call and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And not much more.
Well, you have a great holiday, too, and good health and much success this year. And I hope you hit a big scratch-off ticket.
I know. I hear that one all the time, Greek.
Well, that's because you're the scratch-off guy. I mean, and people are wishing you good luck. I mean, I hope I hit one before you. I got to be honest. But, I hope you hit one, too.
Yeah.
That was Greek for the playback. GRE Diamond K.
Yeah, somebody won $2 million in Florida with a Monopoly scratch-off game.
Really? I've never played
yesterday.
Monopoly.
Yeah.
Nice. That game looks so complicated.
$10 scratcher, $2 million.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yeah, damn it. Why wasn't it Greek?
Oh, I'm so happy for them. Yeah. Oh, my God. I love it.
Like I'm happy for a colonoscopy.
Oh, my God. It's so great.
I had a 500 the other day. I had a $500.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You kidding me? 500 smackarooskies? That's great, buddy. That put a smile on your face.
It was happy. It was good. And yeah, it was good. Yep. I enjoyed it, getting a little cash.
Of course. Who doesn't? Who doesn't enjoy getting cash, a compliment? That's great. We appreciate you calling us and wishing us to have a nice holiday.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mike. Thanks so much for calling.
You're the best, buddy. Start the bone.
Yeah.
$500. That's great.
Will somebody please stop that friggin' bone?
I feel like it's been going forever, right?
It's because nobody does it right. If you start the bone the right way, then we don't have to go again. It is the Penthouse. Greek Gridiron.
Baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
Oh, stop my bone.
I can't. I know which order is worse, though, because Barbara is... When you hear Barbara call, that's when you know it's time to just punt. It is the Penthouse. We are live for you guys. It's a day before Thanksgiving. I hope you guys got a lot of nice plans with family and friends and that you are thankful. This is something we're thankful every day. She does a great job with it. Francis, what is coming up in the Florida stories?
Well, we have a Florida man who was demanding burgers. Also, a catastrophe. You'll see why I said it like that.
Meow.
Meow, meow. And a naked Florida woman was spotted somewhere where normally you don't see naked people. I'll fill you in on all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1. I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast.
This is Ben Ferguson. And this is Ted Cruz. Together we do our podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, 3 times a week. Want to know what's going on behind closed doors in the Senate, the White House, the courts?
If you do, download Verdict with Ted Cruz on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
Do you have a commitment to safety and great customer service skills? Palm Tran is recruiting bus operators now. Start at $17.25 an hour and increase to $27.62 through our STEP program. Enjoy generous benefits including a pension, holidays, health coverage, free rides for immediate family members, and tuition reimbursement. Apply today at palmtran.org or call us at 561-841-4230.
The event of the season is here. Shop Black Friday for 60% off everything only at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Explore styles to give and to get this season from $24.99 only at Banana Republic Factory.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
The event of the season is here. Shop Black Friday for 60% off everything only at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Explore styles to give and to get this season from $24.99 only at Banana Republic Factory.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-600-3010. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-600-3010 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-600-3010 to see if you qualify. That's 800-600-3010.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
The best part about taking ZzzQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salon-Pas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salon-Pas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salon-Pas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Southbound 95 past Woolbraid, a crash blocking the left lane. No other crashes along 95. Turnpike crash-free. Northbound Turnpike with heavy delays between Atlantic and the Lantana tolls. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindster's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindster.com.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine.
Hey, Greek. This is Granny again. I hope Thanksgiving dinner won't be the only thing filling me up tonight, honey.
Francis O'Brien Brown, you put the ass in casserole. Hot.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Sometimes you guys leave us speechless. You do such a great job. You are the turkey bones of this show. Thank you so much. Jimmy, great job.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hey, good afternoon to you, and I hope you get the big side of that wishbone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Time to do some Florida stories.
Okay.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
what the Florida?
Well, one Florida story is more of a visual. Just go to realradio921.com, click on that Penthouse blog. I actually posted a really funny ring cam video, too. It wasn't in Florida, but there was a couple that showed up at their neighbor's house, and it was supposed to be the following week. And
wow.
It's for a Thanksgiving party. And they got wine and food, a tray, and the lady opens the door and she's in her sweats and she's like, "Hey, what's going on
today?"
And they're like, "Is this the wrong day?" It's really funny, their interaction, so you can see that. But this one is of a completely nude Florida woman on a motorcycle, and she is riding on the back of the motorcycle on a Florida highway. It looks like let me finish before you jump the gun here. A woman and her son were driving down the highway when they saw this. So they're the ones who took some pictures and took some video of this very interesting sight. Not the first time there has been somebody naked on the Florida highway.
And probably not going to be the last time either. It's Florida.
It is Florida.
And the weather's nice.
Yes, so she was definitely born to be wild. She was riding on a motorcycle naked. So you can see the whole incident. As I mentioned, it did go viral. And let's make it even more viral. And then coming up in your Florida stories, we have a guy who went into a Burger King and was demanding food. So it's not like they messed up his order. He just walked in and was like, "Yo, I want some free burgers and some French fries. Give me that Whopper." And Hubert credits. Well, workers at first were like, "No. Why would we do that?"
Yeah, you got to pay, pal.
Yep. So that's when he decided to pull out a pair of pliers from his pocket and start threatening them. So at first it's like, all right, dude's got pliers, not super scary. Well, then he started getting scary. That's when he jumped over the counter, knocked over the cash register. Then he was like just making threats to some of the employees. So, of course, the restaurant manager was in fear of what was going on and was very smart about this. So I guess discreetly notified a customer in the drive-thru lane with the radio headset that they were in danger, and please call 911 for us.
Very smart.
Yeah. So obviously they did, because the cops did come, but in the meantime, the manager was forced to give credit-free food, and he did. So when the cops arrived, the guy didn't even leave the Burger King. They found him in a bathroom stall in the men's restroom eating his food that he got. And it was very easy to arrest him without incident, they said. He has been charged now with robbery with a deadly weapon. Not the brightest guy. And then, as I mentioned, a total catastrophe. So this was a Florida person, but this happened at a JFK airport, and they were coming back to their home in Melbourne, Florida. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So a TSA officer discovered a live cat inside of luggage during a screening.
A live
cat? I saw that.
Yeah. Did you see the x-ray pictures?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So they had it's like a
or
roll.
There's one that I saw.
Yeah, it's like a carry-on roll, like a luggage, little small one. And it's full of stuff. You see maybe like a couple bottles and some sandals and a blow dryer maybe. And then at the top, you see an x-ray of there's a cat in there. And its little hair was like peeking out the top of it. So they were shocked to find an orange cat inside of a checked bag at JFK Airport after it went through the x-ray unit. What the hell were these people thinking, or this person, should I say, thinking? So a spokesperson for the TSA confirmed that this flight was headed to Melbourne. The cat was discovered before the flight, and the agency had to report the feline. And they did say that it is safely back home, thank goodness. A traveler told TSA that the cat belonged to another person in their household. And I don't know if that's much of an excuse for you to travel with a cat. It's not mine. Don't know how it got there.
Yeah, it's my brother's.
Somebody else.
Well, I guess if you started packing and you leave the suitcase open and the cat just gets in there, snuggles underneath the clothes that are there.
But the cat was on the top, like where the zipper is. I don't know.
I don't think it was done intentionally.
Really?
I
You think the cat just snuck in?
I could see something like that happen if it's a big enough suitcase. I only saw a close-up shot of where it was unzippered to where you could see like the cat's tail. You know, some of the fur.
You can see some of the fur coming
so
out.
I didn't see it from the, I mean, you're saying it's right on top.
It's on the top of the
X-ray. That does seem weird.
It does. Listen, my dogs know when I'm going out of town, and I do have one in particular. When we're packing our suitcase, we'll sit in it. Like, no, you guys aren't going anywhere.
Really?
Oh, a lot of animals will do that. They know that when they see the suitcase come out, I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
They will go and sit in it. But I'm pretty sure once I zip it up, I realize there's a dog in my suitcase.
It's a little heavier.
I know cats are smaller. I kid. But
it's a big suitcase. I mean, that to me is a little bit plausible. I don't know. I mean, it's
because the cat's crammed in it.
So do you think that it was possible that they were purposely taking the cat?
Yeah, try not to pay for maybe I don't know, right? If you have to pay for your cat to go, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, if you have an animal, you have to pay for it.
Yeah,
they put it under.
But a cat, if it's small, you could probably carry that on. I mean, I don't know.
think so, unless it's
dogs. Yeah, they put crates underneath.
They do,
so
and you can have a crate for a cat too.
Yes,
but
dogs or cats.
But the story said this was a checked-in bag too, a checked bag. So I don't like that either if it was on purpose. Like you're going to have a checked bag and then they're going to throw them like luggage into...
Under the plane.
Well, that's where if you were to do it
but
they're probably going
underneath. But hopefully they handle them with more care than they would your suitcases.
This is true. Yeah.
Right?
They would handle it with more care, being a little, cage. And
Not just that, there's no holes in this thing. I mean, it's just... and maybe that's right. Maybe I'm making people sound terrible and maybe Jimmy's right. Maybe the cat just snuck in.
I agree. If it was
There's
done
no
intentionally,
details.
it's terrible.
It is.
Don't get me wrong. I just think it's somewhat plausible that it could have been done by accident.
All right. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I do, for the cat's sake. But luckily, the cat's home. Like I said, the cat's okay. Everything's fine. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We appreciate it. Always, we do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05.
Want to take a phone call?
Sure, Jimmy.
We got Tom checking in with us. Is this Tom Turkey?
Gobble, gobble. How are you guys?
I thought so. Hey, Tom. Welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing all right. I've got a turkey recipe that I actually got from my 8-year-old granddaughter.
Okay.
And here's what you do. You buy a turkey, you pull out all the feathers, you cut off its head, you cut off its feet, and then you cook it in the oven with butter at 200 degrees for 2 hours.
That doesn't feel right.
Bird.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to cut it either.
I like her attempt, though, at 8 years old. At least she tried.
Yeah, she wants to try. That's a good job.
Gordon Ramsay is responding saying, "It's bloody raw."
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
You
Have
too.
a very nice holiday. God bless. It is the
Happy
Penthouse.
Thanksgiving, Tom.
We'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to tell you about a famous movie that almost didn't have a leading man. And don't forget, Greek's Gridiron at 1:35 in studio. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
Twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twist It.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Blindstir.com. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindstir offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 45% off any order during Blindstir's Black Friday sale. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Blindstir.com.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salon Pas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salon Pas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salon Pas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salon Pas. It's good medicine.
He said me too.
Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale is here to help you get the sleep you need this season. Get a king bed for a queen price and save up to $700 on select mattresses from top brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase. Shop in stores or at mattressfirm.com.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
When you go to a place of business, that business has a legal duty to protect you from harm and injury. Yet many times people are attacked, raped, robbed, and even murdered because the business they trusted violated that duty. Sometimes the lighting is so dim or not lit at all so as to allow criminals to prey on that customer. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com or on your cell phone dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Attention business owners. Imagine getting up to $26,000 per employee sent to you directly by the U.S. government. All businesses during COVID could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee through a CARES Act program. The fact is, all types of businesses, profit or nonprofit, are eligible. There is absolutely no cost to check your eligibility today. ERTC.com is the nation's leading company specializing in employee retention tax credits. Here is a real testimonial from an ERTC client.
We've got some good news. You're going to get $488,000 as a tax refund, which is not a loan, and you can use that in whatever way you'd like to.
Visit ERTC.com today, and in less than 5 minutes, our proprietary rebate calculator will show you how much money you could receive. Act now before the program closes or funds run out. Visit ERTC.com today. That's ERTC.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services
services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
The holidays are a time of love, but if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, it can be a time of disappointment and frustration. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you and your partner are feeling the pain of a relationship affected by ED, perhaps the best gift you can give to the one you love is to get treated at the Atlantic Men's Clinic. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we've been helping couples regain their intimacy for years. Since we began our practice, we've treated thousands of men and have seen the astounding difference that a healthy sex life can mean for a couple. Our treatments have success rates as high as 90%, and with a variety of treatment options, we can likely find the right protocol for you. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and give your partner the gift of a restored relationship. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Southbound 95 past Woolbright, crash continuing to block the left lane. Northbound 95 before Hypoluxo, crash already off to the left shoulder. Turnpike crash free. Northbound heavy delays between Atlantic and the Lantana tolls. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
We might have just witnessed the last cryptocurrency bull run, but not for Bitcoin, which I think will run again soon. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire you to keep learning.
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
This is reporter Ace Johnson on an update on the Burger King thief. Apparently, there was an eyewitness in the stall next to him, also eating. A man by the name of Glenn Curtis was sitting in the stall next door eating a Blimpie sandwich. That is all, folks.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody, on a pre-Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have some plans ahead to spend with family and friends and enjoy yourself and be thankful. We are thankful for you guys every single day. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hi, good afternoon.
Well, every now and then we bring up topics where, roles that actors might have turned down or they almost didn't get, or maybe somebody else was originally going to be cast for that particular role or something like that. Here's a similar one. Apparently, Leonardo DiCaprio almost didn't play Jack in Titanic. Maybe he shouldn't have considered that since, maybe she didn't move over for him on the bed. So
on the door, that was bad.
The door, that was bad.
That hurt women all over the world.
Yeah, I sure did. James Cameron says Leonardo DiCaprio almost lost his chance at starring in the role in Titanic because he had a negative attitude, and here he is talking about it.
We'll run some lines, I'll video it. And he said, "You mean I'm reading?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I don't read." I shook his hand. I said, "Well, thanks for coming by." And he said, wait, you mean if I don't read, I don't get the part, just like that? And I said, "Oh, yeah. This is like a giant movie. It's going to take 2 years of my life, so you're going to read or you're not going to get the part." Okay. Every ounce of his entire being is just so negative, right up until I said action. And then he turned into Jack. Kate just lit up and they went into this whole thing and he played the scene. I'm like, all right, he's the guy.
He's the guy. There you go.
So at first he was kind of cocky about the whole thing. Like he just thought he was going to get the part.
It just sounded like he didn't want to.
Well, to me, I thought it just sounded like he was like, just give me the part, right? I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. It looks like Cameron also in that interview said that initially it wasn't Kate Winslet he wanted. He wanted Gwyneth Paltrow to play the part of Rose.
I've heard that in the past.
Yep.
But again, he came in with, I'm Leo, I don't have to read. And he was firm. He said, hey, if you don't read, you're out. And obviously he ended up reading, and it worked out. Too big, one of the biggest films ever. I think it was 11 nominations for Oscars, which was amazing. And the film made so much money. They
won, not even nominations. They won 11 Academy Awards.
That's huge. And a good thing his attitude didn't overtake him, where he could have been like, hey, I'm not going to read and walk out. And it sounds like Cameron was going to move on no matter what. I love those things behind the scenes when you hear stuff about movies. And like Jimmy said, where roles where people don't take or they pass on it and somebody gets it. Because you think Titanic, it's just those two. How would it be with somebody else? Who'd you think? Like, who else could have possibly done that?
Who else would have played that role as Jack?
It's just hard to think about that when you've seen the movie, right? And because they're such a perfect fit to be like, who else could have done it?
Yeah. And like I said, he was strong, though.
I could see Robert Downey Jr. I mean, we talked about him earlier, so his name is fresh in my mind. Maybe he could have played a part like that.
Mm-hmm. Leo was obvious.
See, Leo was good because he was like that innocent kid, right? That's just trying to get over to America, wants to start over, young. Is ready to stow away in the third class deck below, and and then there's that budding romance that comes from it that he can blossom into with it. So, he really did fit that role. I'm sure there's other actors out there. I mean, nothing comes to mind other than Robert Downey Jr. I think Robert.
He might have been a little too old to play that part too.
Maybe at the time.
Yeah, because I think he's like 10 plus years older than Leo.
Okay, yeah.
And I forget the beginning of the film. Didn't he win the tickets in a card game? Or am I mistaken? Him and his friend?
You might be right. It's been so long.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in so long, but that might have been it. Yeah,
and then
he won it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came on. The guy goes, where's your tickets? He goes, here. It's ironic, too. He gets on a boat because he wanted to go, and he ended up losing his life, which is sad, too. Because if he didn't win the card game, he might still be alive today.
Was there irony in that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we just redefine the words from time to time, and irony is one of them.
When the boat was going down, I would have been like, man, I should have never played cards that night.
Move over, bitch.
That's
what I would have said.
I love this.
Honey, pardon me.
She had so much room.
Is it okay?
So much room. 47142. They said, tell G it's not Wednesday. It's actually Little Thanksgiving, just so you know.
Oh, you're so
that.
right.
Little Thanksgiving came through the text line.
Get the hell out.
I like it.
I'm allowed to. I'll go with Little Friday on Thursday, but Little Thanksgiving.
Little Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you can suck it.
Or Thanksgiving Eve or Drinksgiving. I like it, so don't listen to him.
That was Jimmy for the playback.
Yeah, he said you could suck it. I did.
Yeah, he said you could suck it.
Nice.
And start off your Thanksgiving right. You want to start your Thanksgiving off right tonight? You can by joining Francis. Where?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm going to be at Throw Social in Delray Beach.
Nice.
It's a really cool place if you've not checked it out.
Nice curveball, Randy.
I know. I was like, oh, well, what are we doing?
You're a pro. What
are we doing? Yeah.
Throw him the bone.
Yep. I'm going to be hanging out with Neutral Hard Vodka. It's a seltzer. It's delicious. We're going to have samples there. Giving away a cruise, a spring break cruise. We're also, because I'm going to be there with the Gator, we're going to have an opportunity for you to sign up to get those 3-day passes to Tortuga Music Festival.
Very cool.
Charisse is going to be with me. If that doesn't sell you, what
right? It'll sell Greek.
Right? It should be a good time. I'll be there starting at 6 o'clock tonight.
Tell her we said hi.
Oh, I will.
I saw her this morning.
Yeah, I saw her too.
She's going to be filling in for Joel.
Yeah.
When Joel's on vacation.
She was doing a video of herself in a studio that she was sending her boyfriend.
Oh, really?
And she's like,
that's why you don't like her anymore.
No, I was never a fan of hers.
I was never a fan of hers. Jesus.
That was Greek for the playback.
Kidding. I think she's a gem. It is the Penthouse, and guess what's coming up? Trifecta, baby. We got some Vegas news, and then after that, it's Greek's Gridiron in studio and so much more. Peace.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see 1 or 2 brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies Black Friday event starts now with up to 50% off select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors, plus savings on accessories and free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile is the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Smell that wonderful smell? Open the box to find a treat no child or adult can resist. It's cupcakes from Small Cakes of Royal Palm Beach. Located next to Target on Okeechobee Boulevard, we start baking before you get out of bed. Our frosting and decorating while you're getting ready and sliding them into the case just as you pull up. Be it a special occasion or just a special person, Small Cakes bakes over 18 different flavors every day for all to enjoy. We'll be waiting for you with ice cream on the side and a cherry on top.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach. What's better than having your favorite radio stations, music, and podcasts on demand? Having it all for free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-341-8735 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-341-8735. That's 800-341-8735. What do you have to lose? Call 800-341-8735. Again, 800-341-8735.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to. Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
What you've heard about probiotics is probably wrong.
I eat yogurt, so I don't need to take a probiotic.
Probiotics? they don't really work. It's time to learn the truth about probiotics from Align, the probiotic brand recommended by gastroenterologists 2 times more than any other probiotic brand. Align has probiotics to naturally help relieve occasional bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort. Try Align for a month and see how great a healthy gut can feel at AlignProbiotics.com.
Tobacco-free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke, I'll never come back to smoke, I'll never come back, I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-UCAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Southbound 95 past Woolbright, crash continuing to block the left lane. Northbound 95 before Hypoluxo, crash already off to the left shoulder. Turnpike crash free. Northbound heavy delays between Atlantic and the Lantana tolls. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Thanksgiving goes back to our country's earliest roots.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day and get ready for the holiday. And be patient with everybody. Enjoy. Spread a lot of good news. How about that? And let's treat everybody good. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
And we're going to do a trifecta and get into Greek Gridiron.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
The college football rankings were released again. They always are on a Tuesday. And no change in the top 4. Georgia Bulldogs, bark, 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 roof, 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 still number 1. And then you got Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU. You will see some change next week because Ohio State plays Michigan on Saturday, 12 o'clock. Going to be a big game at the Horseshoe. They're calling for about 38 degrees, some rain. Ohio State is 7.5-point favorite against Michigan. And Las Vegas is going to have some March Madness. Yes, they are. 2028, the Final Four will be in Vegas. Vegas for a long time was taboo with a lot of sports, but no more. They can't get enough of it, and sports wants Vegas too. Football team, hockey team, working on a baseball team and an NBA team. Formula One races this year, 2023, and now the Final Four March Madness on the Vegas Strip. That will be crazy. And don't forget, Super Bowl will be there before you know it. And Mr. Yankee, number 99, your program, All Rise, was visiting the San Francisco Giants yesterday. He visited the Giants, and he is a free agent, and we'll see where this ends up. Word on the street is he's looking for about an 8-year deal and about $380 to $400 million. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's going to talk to the Giants, the Dodgers while he's out there, probably the Mets, and maybe the Red Sox. Hopefully he ends up back with the Yankees. I'm not sure if he is or not. It's going to be very interesting. We'll see what happens, but he's taking it very serious, and he's jumping on planes and going to visit. Derek Jeter one time was a free agent with the Yankees, and he went to them after the season and said, look, I'm not going anywhere. I want to be a Yankee. If anybody else wants me, I'm not leaving. Let's just keep it private. Jeter was upset because the Yankees did go public with that after that situation. And in interviews after that, he said, that was a bad thing to do. I went to them, and I trusted them, and that sort of started to rip between him and Brian Cashman. They ended up signing Jeter, and he finished his career as a Yankee. Hopefully Aaron Judge does that too. And that is your last trifecta before the big turkey day. We're going to do Greek's Gridiron now, Jimmy. Are we going to give him the coup to call?
The coup to call? Wow.
The cue to call. Do we want to give him the cue to call? What do we do?
I want to give him the coup
The
to
coup
call.
to call. Cuckoo.
Yep. Phone's still on.
Oh, boy. 877-927-6969. We normally do Greek's Gridiron during football season on a Friday. Sometimes it's on location. Sometimes it's here in the studio. But it's a Wednesday, and we want to make sure that we have somebody who can possibly beat the Greeks. And since we're not going to be here on Friday, we have, same thing, 7 games against the spread, 2 in college, 5 in the NFL. Just got to beat the Greek. And since we are in studio, we do it a little bit differently, where I ask Jimmy who he likes with his picks. You guys ready to do this? 877.
All right, hold on. Let me get somebody.
Yep. Sounds good.
And right now, we'll give you, obviously, thanks to the sponsor, Strike Cigar Lounge. Visa Network, can't thank them enough. They are giving us the grand prize, 2 days at the Circa Casino Hotel in Las Vegas. Monroe's of Palm Beach. Don't forget tonight, DJ Laz in the house. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Everything's better with Tito's. Joseph's Classic Market. Palm Beach Autographs. 818 Tequila. And New York Prime.
All right, we ready to do this?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And we got our buddy Chris ready to play a little Greek's Gridiron with us. Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's up? What's up?
Well, looky there.
Took 3 weeks to get it, but I got it.
You did.
Hey, it shows you. If you don't succeed the first time, keep trying.
Try again.
Yeah, man.
All right, Chris. Well, I know that you are not new to Gridiron, but just in case, I will tell you again how we do this. We have 7 games against the spread, 2 in college, 5 in the NFL. I am going to go around the horn. I'm going to start with Jimmy, then I'm going to go to you, Chris, and then, of course, the guy you have to beat is G-Man. If you beat him, you do get a $200 gift card to New York Prime, and then you get in that mix for the other people who have beat the Greek, and that is for the grand prize of a 2-night stay in Las Vegas at the Circa Hotel, and then on top of that, a 70-inch flat screen TV. You ready to do this?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get Greek's Gridiron going. We have Florida State playing at home, -9.5 against the Florida Gators. And I believe you can hear this game right here on Real Radio, right?
Yes. Sure can, yeah. Pre-game starts at 4:30, and that game kicks off at 7:30 right here on Real Radio.
All right, who do you like, Jimmy?
I tell you what, I don't know if 9.5 is enough. Give me Florida State.
Florida State for Jimmy. How about for you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm not too much on college, but I know the Gators have not been playing the best. I'll take Florida State.
All right, Florida State for Chris. How about for you, G-Man?
It's a great weekend in college football. Alabama, Auburn, you got them all playing this weekend. But Florida State's playing well. They've won, I think, 5 in a row. The Gators have not been playing well. They just lost to Vanderbilt. I'm going to go with Florida State. I'll lay the 9.5.
All right, laying the 9.5 with Florida State. Next up, we have USC playing at home, -5.5 against the Fighting Irish, Notre Dame. Jimmy, who do you like?
I think USC will cover that 5.5. Give me those USC.
All right.
Trojans, right?
The Trojans.
Great.
Yep.
How about you, Chris? Who do you like in that matchup?
Yeah, I'll go with USC. I saw one game earlier in the year, and I didn't think the Irish were anything impressive, so I'll go with USC too.
All right. Gee.
This is a big game. USC wins. They're still in the playoff hunt, and that's what they're trying for. The only thing that scares me at USC, their defense is terrible. Last 5 games, every game they've led up 30, 35, 38, 41. Not a good defense, but I think they have a little bit more motivation than Notre Dame. I'm hoping they win by a touchdown. I'll take the Trojans.
Taking the Trojans. All right. We are going to move on to the NFL. Let's try to get a game different here. First up, we have Jimmy's Buffalo Bills, -9.5 against the Detroit Lions. Jimmy.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to seem strange, but I'm not sure if the Bills are going to be able to put that many points on the board. They haven't been doing it lately. Give me the Lions plus the points. I think the Bills win outright, but I don't think they're going to cover that 9.5.
And the Lions are home, incidentally.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It doesn't say. There we go. All right, and how about for you, Chris?
You said it's Detroit's home?
Yes.
Yeah, Detroit's home.
Yeah, I'll take the Lions also.
Okay. G-Man?
Yeah.
Are you on the same train?
It's a tough one. I mean, I thought the Bills stayed in Detroit, but I found out last night they traveled home, and now they're going back. That's a lot of flying in 1 week. In 4 days.
Driving.
Yeah.
I know. They should just
Yeah,
stay.
I don't know if they drove back, but
Yeah.
they drove there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, because I saw the convoy of buses taking them
Yeah.
over out of the snow.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason why I know that.
Yeah.
I would have thought that they would have flew too, but
Man, this is tough. I'm going to go with the Lions because it's Thanksgiving Day. I'll take the 9.5.
All right. Next up, we have another game on Thanksgiving Day tomorrow. The Dallas Cowboys playing at home, minus 9.5 against the Giants. Jimmy, who do you like?
give me the G-Men. I think Dallas had a great game. I don't know if they're going to keep going with that. That's a lot of points, and I think those points are inflated because of last week's big win over the Vikings. Give me the G-Men.
All right, the G-Men for Jimmy. How about for you, Chris?
Yeah, I'll take the New York team just because I think they'll pull it off. So I'll take the Giants.
All right, the Giants and Greek.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys. A division game. You really shouldn't take 9.5 points, but the Giants, I watched them last week. They didn't look good on offense. And if you stop Barkley, you stop that team. And Giants are one-dimensional, I believe, and Dallas has a great defense. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him. I'll take Dallas.
All right, so you guys do have
There
a
you go.
game to pay attention to so far.
Separation.
There we go. And then next up, we have the team that the Cowboys destroyed last week, the Minnesota Vikings at home, minus 3 against the New England Patriots. Jimmy.
I don't know why the Vikings are favored in this game. Give me the Patriots.
All right, Patriots for
Wanna
Jimmy.
give me points too? Sure.
Okay, how about for you, Chris?
What did you say? It was 2.5 or 3?
3.
3. I'll take the Vikings.
Vikings for Chris. Greek.
Minnesota. I watched Patriots last week. Their offense has got problems. The Jets got problems, but so does their offense. I think Minnesota bounces back after getting smacked. They are home. They still have they have the best record, I believe, in the NFC. So I'll go with the Vikings.
All right, and then we have our very own Miami Dolphins playing at home.
Ooh.
I believe, is that a 13 or a 12, G-Man?
13.
Minus 13 against the Houston Texans. Jimmy.
Yeah, Houston's terrible. You're going to lay 21, I think, with Miami, and they probably end up winning. Yeah, give me the Dolphins in that case.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins are a good team, so why not?
They're great. Yeah. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I know they're like the Texans are like 1-8 or something, but that's a lot of points. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stick with the Dolphins. That's a lot of points, but I think 2 touchdowns. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins.
Okay, Dolphins for Chris. G, is this a hat trick?
It's going to be a tough game. That's a lot of points to lay. I mean, that's the thing. It really is 13. You got to be up 21 at the end of the game because the last touchdown, you get it in the ass. That's not good.
Is that where it goes? Right in the ass?
Yeah, right in the ass.
All
Yeah.
right.
Or the back of the cheek, which is more appropriate.
Wow.
I would say...
It's Greek for the play.
I said back of the cheek.
I said in the ass, actually.
So much pressure, Diane. I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins. And then finally here, we have your New York Jets, Chris, but I'm going to ask Jimmy first. They're playing at home, minus 4.5 against the Chicago Bears. Who do you like, Jimmy?
Minus 4.5?
Yes, sir.
With their backup, give me Chicago.
Chicago for
Plus
Jimmy.
the points. Yeah, I think Chicago wins that game outright. Sorry, Chris.
All right, Chris.
Well, I'm going to take the Jets, but the last time I took this, it was like 2.5 years ago. I played gridiron with Greek, and I took the Jets, and I beat them. So I'll take the Jets again.
All right.
My boys, gotta go.
And Greek.
I'm going to take the Bears. I don't know if Fields is playing. Again, this game is Sunday. Today is only Wednesday. He's 50-50 playing. We did announce that the Jets are not using Zach Wilson. But I'm going to go with Fields playing. He hurt his shoulder, but not his throwing shoulder. So we'll see. I'll take the Bears.
All right. So you have separation in 2 games, Chris. We have the Cowboys game and the Jets game. If you win, you do get that $200 gift card to New York Prime. Plus, you're going to be in that pool for the grand prize trip to Vegas and a 70-inch flat screen TV. So good luck, Chris.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody, on a quick note, have a great holiday. God bless you all. and we'll talk to you next week.
You got it, Chris. Good luck, my friend.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Chris.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving, Chris.
And again,
Nice.
we
How
want to
about that?
thank our sponsors, Strike Cigar Lounge, Visa Network, Monroe's Palm Beach, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Joseph's Classic Market, Palm Beach Autographs, 818 Tequila, and New York Prime. Thank you so much, Jimmy and Francis, for your help with Greek's Gridiron. We'll see what happens. So far, we have 5 people in the mix for the grand prize, and the drawing will be in January.
Well, did you guys see this? Budweiser has a little dilemma with the World Cup going on, and looks like they were able to figure out a way to have this work out. But for those that don't know, Qatar's last-minute decision to ban alcohol at World Cup stadiums has left Budweiser with loads of beer left on its hands. The company has an innovative solution, though, to offload it. Budweiser will ship the unsold buds to the country that wins the tournament, according to a tweet that the company put out. They confirmed the plans in a statement to CNN Business, writing that it wants to bring the celebration from the FIFA World Cup Stadium to the winning country's fans. Little backstory here. Last week, just a few days before the World Cup set to begin, Qatar announced that the 8 stadiums couldn't sell alcohol Budweiser, leaving fans with the one option for beer, non-alcohol Bud Zero. The decision apparently has nothing to do, has to do with their religious values more so than like fights breaking out or things like that, which is, I mean, that was my initial thought.
But they left it to the last minute, and that's the thing. They already, because they typically, like you said, their religious values, and they don't sell alcohol, but they were like, all right, for this event, we will allow it this one time.
Yeah, they were
Start
allowing
Saturday, Sunday, whatever it was, and then Friday, they're like, no, just kidding.
Nope.
Did you
sorry.
see the pictures of how much beer Budweiser had in that warehouse?
I saw the one.
Holy moly.
And that probably isn't near all of it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
if you're
just,
going to, for the World Cup, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Just stacks.
It's a big
and
cup
stacks
to
of
fill
it.
with beer.
Yes, it is, G-Man.
and they posted a picture of that pallet of beer too that was stockpiled in a Qatar warehouse. AB InBev paid $75 million for the FIFA sponsorship, by the way, according to multiple reports. So the decision to throw a wrench into the company's World Cup marketing plans, as the decision dramatically reduces the presence of thousands of fans at the World Cup. However, arguably the bigger part, it's TV advertisements with football royalty Lionel Messi and Niemeyer are not affected. So it looks like whatever country wins is going to have one hell of a party to look forward to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm with you, Franny. That was kind of a backhanded slap there at the last second to do that to him. But, well, I guess they found a pretty innovative way, and I guess maybe they'll lose a little bit in whatever shipping it's going to take to get it to the right country. But, if they blow this up right, they can have a good time and, make get some good advertising out of it.
Messi lost yesterday. Huge upset in World Cup.
Yeah, that's
unbelievable.
Right, didn't they?
Oh my God! I think they lost to
Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. People were shocked.
Yeah. And Messi, I mean, that's a big shock for him.
Yeah.
And he's a big name, obviously one of the biggest names in soccer.
Yeah, so I told you that Manchester United, that they say that they parted ways, like mutually.
They took the
Cristiano
poster
Ronaldo
down last night.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's something shady behind the scenes because he had a 2-year contract, was not up yet. But now they're saying that they are open, and I'm talking about Manchester United, to selling the club.
Yeah.
So this happens, and now they're talking about selling it.
Well, the reason they have to sell it, reports came out late yesterday, they're in debt millions and millions of dollars.
So maybe they couldn't pay Ronaldo's contract.
And that's what they're saying now.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they couldn't pay a lot of the contracts, and why this came up. And then when he did that interview, he was not happy with management, he said, and the way that things were handled. Maybe they told him, hey, we're having some problems. So now the team is up for sale. They say once they sell the team, they're going to be flush. They'll make way more than what they owe, but they owe a lot of money. The team's losing money for years. And originally when he went there, some people said, I don't know how they're going to afford him. Being the team that they had.
How do they lose so much money? I mean, them being one of the biggest leagues in soccer, and soccer being the biggest sport in the world.
If you're losing money and you got that kind of collateral, something's wrong.
Yeah, but they said they will sell the team, and the amount of money is going to be like whatever it is, 10 times more than they owe. But this is the report that came out last night, and maybe that's why he said what he did in an interview. Like, hey, I'm not imagining being told, hey, we might not have the money to pay you. So we'll see what happens.
He was with Manchester United?
Yep.
And where's he
He's
now?
all over the promos for the World Cup. No, this just happened.
Oh, okay.
Just a day or two.
So he's not playing?
If you look at the world, no. If you look at the World Cup promos, Cristiano Ronaldo is all over them wearing
Yeah.
the Manchester United shirt. Like, you're going to have to change that because he's no longer with the
Yeah, and they had to
team.
take down all the posters on the stadium.
Yeah.
They took them down, everything like that. And then obviously with Messi losing yesterday, another big surprise.
Yeah, they're saying that the recent valuation of the club is $4.6 billion.
Yeah, and they owe, I don't know what, I think $200 million.
They'll get more than that, right?
No, that's a lot what they're saying. I mean, but I think they owe $200 million, and they saying, what is it worth?
$4.6 billion is what they're saying the valuation
So,
is.
like they said, they'll be flush once they sell it.
Hey, they got to get more than that, right?
I think that's a lot. I don't know. Again, I don't know soccer
That's
teams.
that's what an average football team would go for.
Yeah.
NFL football team. I should clarify that.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't know.
I would just think because again,
Yeah,
worldwide
worldwide.
outside of here, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't sell that way for another country.
It
I
might
don't
not.
know.
It might not. Maybe because the team has so many problems. I don't know. But I mean, they did say that once they sell the team, they'll be flush, and everybody will get paid like everything else. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Jimmy, for your help. Great job. Hope you and your family have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Thanks for the contest and Greek's Gridiron. Always thank you.
Well, thank you, Greek. I'm very, 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 very thankful for you and you, Franny, and I'm very thankful for you, the audience. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Franny, great job as always. Good luck at your event tonight. You want to tell people one more time?
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be at Throw Social. That's in Delray Beach starting at 6 o'clock. They're having a big Thanksgiving, or should I say Drinksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve party, and that's neutral. I will be there. That is a hard vodka seltzer. We'll be partying out there, having a great time. And there's a stuffing eating contest, too. So get into that. But yes, thank you so much. I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Jimmy, I hope you and your loved ones have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much.
And of course, G-Man, you too. And you out there, be safe, stuff your face, enjoy your family and friends. Do not drink and drive. And we'll see you on the flip side. Got any parting words, G-Man?
Yeah, just have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy. God bless. Enjoy your family and friends. Peace. Bye-bye.
Got YouTube? Yeah? Us too. Just search Real Radio 92.1 on YouTube.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a lot more sunshine to go around the area today. Skies are still partly cloudy. Might see one or two brief showers, but much improvement from the past few days. We are in the low to mid 80s as we move through the afternoon. We stay warm again for your Thanksgiving. Highs in the mid 80s with a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the week.
This report is paid for by National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Any first responder will tell you, never try to beat a train. After braking, it could take a mile for a train to completely stop. So when you come to a rail crossing, stop, because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hayes the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted